Hello, everyone. Good evening. Double game week 32 is here. Me and Andrew tonight. FPL ChampMan. You should know him by now, hopefully. How you doing, mate?
Yeah,
You're already with a captain, right?
yeah. Stitched on my captain, but all good apart from that.
Yeah. I don't know if we... Hello, everyone. Good evening. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Take over a minute. What's going on there?
You got some repeat. Is that your other laptop, is it? Yeah, so what we got tonight, we've had some FA Cup news already. So we've had the semi-finals come in. So Bolton lost 3-2 to Leeds, and Wolves beat Ipswich. So the final will obviously be Wolves and Leeds. I'd say that had some impact in the team news, but I looked and Gardner didn't play in that either. So he's just... I think I figured it out. Basically, last time I bought him, he got bombed off for no reason, and I bought him again, so he's been bombed off for no reason again.
It's quite unlucky to have that. I realised what my problem was. I had the live stream running on a separate tab on my computer, so I got a massive echo of myself with about a 3-second delay. So I don't know if you all heard that, but fun and games to start the stream tonight. This is the problem. I usually have like 2 or 3 computers set up to do this. I've only got one today, so we're streamlining.
Yeah. So in terms of that semi, you might know better than me. So Leeds obviously will be in the final now, so they could potentially treble.
Not my area of expertise. This
I believe from what Panda said on the stream, I think if they win their Champions League semi-final, which isn't guaranteed because I think they only won 2-1 away from home or 2-1 at home.
Yeah.
So that would, I think at the moment it would go to 36, and then if not, it will go to treble 37. So that's one to keep an eye on, especially those that would triple captain towards the end. If you've got Leeds on triple captain game week 37, that might be a good one.
It's the best week anyway, even if they only double. They've got Newcastle at home as part of it, which I think is a good game in general. And the second game's Arsenal at home, which I know on paper might not look the most appealing, but it is a game Leeds could score 2 or 3 in.
Yeah.
So I think even as a double, they could easily score 4 or 5 across that double. So I expect them to probably put 3 or 4 past Newcastle as a standalone. I think some people are weighing up whether to double, if they've still got a chip left, to double today on Man United or for this double game week. But the Newcastle one, even as a double, is a lot better than this, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I had no chips left, but I bought 2 Man United in this week, but I'm not overexcited by them, to be honest. Especially, I think being on the stream as well, you like Chelsea away, you know you're really not going to get much off it, and the data's good for Leicester away, so we'll see tomorrow night. But I think they'd only won it. I looked at that data as well. I think they'd only won there like 1-0 previously in the two seasons, so it could not be great, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought the same as you. I bought Van Nistelooy in. I was going to captain him, and then I thought, not really going to get anything off Van Nistelooy tonight. It's unlikely you'll get anything major off Van Nistelooy tonight. We're on stream. I'm just about like lingering around the top 100. If I have a bad night, it's not going to do a lot of damage to my overall rank. If I do really well, it's good, but it's not the end of the world. So because we're on stream, we'll have some fun. And Pedersen's the highest upside player I own for tonight's fixtures. So
yeah,
we'll put the captain on him and see how it goes.
Yeah, it's a great shout. And obviously I attacked it the other way and it's not worked out as meant to be. So that's just Fugelstad in for Gardner. For me, Henry will be the captain now. That's right, isn't it? Your emergency goes to your normal captain, not vice.
That is right. Yeah. So yeah, no Veron upgrade for you, unfortunately. You'd probably rather have Veron than Henry as your captain, wouldn't you?
I did so many normally I'm quite set on my transfers. I know what I'm going to do. I do make a lot of moves, especially like now. Again, same as you. I'm like 100 and something, and I just think attack it each week and enjoy it. But yeah, last minute changed. I mean, I was sure I was going to get Van Nistelrooy or Phillips, and then I basically looked at my strikers, to be fair, and I thought Huckabee could score at home, Henry could score at Norwich, and Angel could score. So I thought if I take him out, I'm going to be annoyed with myself. So I'll sort my midfield out where I had Janssen and Zenden. That probably needed to go. And then I had Hippier for Gardner was the other one. So just a -8 for me this week.
Oh, so he took Hippier out because he was leaked and then brought a player in for a hit who's not playing either.
Yeah, exactly. That's 4 points completely down the toilet, isn't it?
Should be like me. You could have had Stefan Oncho. I wouldn't have been upset if someone on my team didn't play because I got Oncho on my boy. But I regretted benching him all week. But I literally didn't have a choice with my team. I couldn't justify playing Oncho as much as I wanted to for one of them. So
No, yours looks good. Leeds should be all right. Chelsea again, their date was a lot better than what I expected. Rufus is again, Villa should do well, and he does well. Tikhonov, I think we brought in at the same time, and he's done well for us.
yeah, had a few wing back teams, isn't he?
Yeah. He's done really well. I probably should have gone Hendry. That backfired on me last week, but I just tried to be different and go Hadji. Not done it yet, but we'll see tonight. And then a bit jealous of Ruud. AJ. In fact, AJ is not playing, so Honcho will be in for you.
Oh, that makes me feel good.
Yeah,
makes me feel good. Yeah, I thought we obviously don't know what's happening with season 4. It's something that's I'm sure won't happen soon if it does happen, but we can't talk about it because we don't know what's going to happen with season 4. And if there is no season 4, then one last chance for Ruud van Nistelooy, right? He's been the star player of the 3 seasons. It'd be nice to have him one more time. No better time to have him really for a double and then Watford.
Yeah, exactly. Great fixtures. And again, if the league's going to be wrapped up, so potentially he won't play that much towards the tail end of the season. So probably the best.
Maybe not. Yeah, he'll go for after they blank, don't they? After Watford, so he'll go in the blank. Yeah, and then I'll get a different premium in for the running. I imagine Viduka with that double/treble in mind.
Yeah, he looks very good. Then Shearer again, if you want to do that -4 every week, Shearer and Phillips really rotate well towards the end.
Yeah, Phillips is awkward, right? The fixture's just ticking along the bottom now. 2 amazing home games there, Bradford, Watford, and then sandwiched between Arsenal and Man United and Chelsea. 3 of the worst away games. So he's definitely 1 week on, 1 week off pick.
You literally just go Shearer, Phillips, and it should do well.
But you could do it if the rest of your team's okay. Like both of our squads, we've got our bench players play. I think most of our players are fairly reliable for 2 points. You could just do that flip-flopping for 4 or 5 weeks. Maybe, as you said, we're not afraid to take hits now either of us.
I was going to say, you could do that, but I'll be -8, -12 every week.
Let's have a quick look in the chat before we go through the lineups. I'll have a look at who's in there. Neil Thompson, Whitebeard, John Shanley with a -8 to get York and Van Nistelrooy. Don't mind that. And Giggs, fair play. I quite like Giggs.
I went Chadwick. That was purely money. I tipped Giggs. When was it? Like a week or 2 ago. I think, when Nedved first got injured, I tipped him and he didn't do very well. So I didn't want to go for it a second time. Yeah,
Perlo's beard raises Leeds v Wolves in the cup final. So that's what we had in the Premier League on the weekend. So repeat of that. Yeah. You've been called Jack Grealish in the chat. Me and my hero, apparently.
There we go.
A few other moves in. Billy Hadaway, a bit like you, Andrew. You went Hippier to Gardner as part of a -8.
Yeah.
So, not the only one that we're unlucky with that move. I can completely see the logic in it. So there's some thoughts on the chat there. We'll look at the lineups quickly. You've seen them more than me. I was rushing around to get home from the restaurant for this. So you've had a more in-depth look at the lineups than me.
I didn't. Again, I've been through them. Obviously, we can go through the teams, but I'd say apart from Gardner, there's no massive news that I wasn't expecting really. Obviously, a few people have gone on Fugelstad recently, but I think with Ziege injured, he was always expected to play left back. I've
perhaps seen him there. He's always been left mid or centre mid, isn't he? Feels like.
I think if Ziege's out, that's going to affect how they put players in, and Spurs are a bit more random than others this week. I mean, I don't think Clements normally plays, and he's in the centre mid for them. I think that was on the leak as well.
Let's go through them quickly. Villa were a bit unlucky. We both got Angel. Don't like it when I see 2 strikers on the bench. So we're hoping Angel can get a high enough average rating to avoid going off.
Yeah.
Normal starting 11 might be bad news. We've got a winger each, and neither of them have got up arrows. It's the fullbacks that have got the up arrows for Villa, not the wingers. Danny Mills plays. I think there's a few people. Was it on Discord or on Twitter?
Yeah, asking about him. I think again with him, I think Gil said earlier, maybe like 75%, 80% of the time he plays. With Alpine back, mate, I just don't think he was quite fit enough. I think he's on the bench, low condition. So just one of those. If you got Mills, to be honest, if he plays for 4 million, like great. But if he doesn't, you surely should have other players in your squad to cover it.
Bet you might sell him now because you just commented that Villa's fixtures from now till the end aren't the best. Is it after?
I think. So Arsenal and Villa have had their good run. That's what I just said to you a minute ago. Like I've got 3 Villa players and 2 Arsenal, and their fixtures do take a turn. So that's that's going to be some big hits at some point for me. And obviously, I've got 2 Man United with a blank as well, so that's a hefty.
Yeah, I know many don't plan ahead on this game, but I would recommend to most people have a look at game week 34. The players you've got probably got not the best away games a lot of the time. There's a few blanks in there, so you might want to have one thought of that in mind next week with your moves, because I think I'm looking at my team and I'm going to take a -12 in 34. I still don't really like my team.
No,
It's going to set me up for the end of the season. I envy anyone that's still got a wild card. There's a few people knocking around that have.
Use that if you got it. I looked, 34 onwards. The fixtures are a bit average. I think Blackburn, Borough, Man City are not bad, and obviously your Leeds, possibly Newcastle. Everyone else is what it is at the end of the season. No great runs.
No, yes, I think Borough are quite a good team to target. I don't know how popular they are at the minute. I know some people have got Gronk still, maybe Ricard.
Yeah,
but I think they're as overall. I think their run's probably among the best left now. So and they end with 2 home games. They're definitely been a team to target right at the end of the season. I think the only team that've got 2 home games. But have a look through the ticker, everyone. I think there's a couple of teams with some extra home games in there, so you might want to bear that in mind with your moves. So Villa against Blackburn. I took Janssen out to bring Pedersen in because the sim data had Blackburn being quite poor. He is playing Burton O'Brien as well. Been pretty reliable, I think, since they changed manager. Blackburn 4.5 centre mid.
Yeah,
the things as you just said are quite good.
Yeah, he again. I got Janssen in last week. The keeper got sent off, and then he got
taken off.
He got taken off early doors, so that wasn't great. Again, I was very set on Pedersen to Janssen to change it back, but obviously I went for other moves instead. But that's something people could do, like you, if you've gone for Pedersen, Janssen. But you've been burnt by Janssen, like you have.
I did plan to hold him till the end. To be fair, I didn't quite expect the sim data to be this bad. And I think if I'm being honest, next week when I move Pedersen on, I don't own Partridge, so I think I'm more likely to go Pedersen down to him. And that would allow me to get 3 premiums up front for the running, which I think is quite exciting. If you can get, it's not often you can get 3 like 10 million strikers or something. But
I wouldn't put it past him. I think they had the worst data. Again, I always take your man on data, and I think they were 0.35 the lowest. But it's up front. They could score. Villa aren't guaranteed to a clean sheet.
But yeah, a couple maybe on, say, for those with wild card left, I think you could have a couple of Blackburn. I say Burton O'Brien might even be the best 4.5 mid now for the rest of the season for those on wild card. I think it's possible.
Him and Backer for sure.
Little ones run through. You got your moment on YouTube, Bubs.
Top of the head famous, yeah.
On to Chelsea Man United, obviously quite a big game. Holden and Gallas at fullback. They've got another team with quite a good run in. I wouldn't mind Babayaro. I think they've got quite a few wing-back teams left. So I'm on Desai and Terry, but I think ideally now I'd rather have a fullback than one of the centre-backs. So something to bear in mind again for wildcarders or those looking to get Chelsea in.
They look all right now. I was saying to get off them a couple of weeks ago, but they've done all right through this little run. So yeah, they might be all right. I've looked at it now and I think they look all right. So
yeah, I think they're a good team to bring in. So I think the fact they've got a few wing-back teams left, I think the fullbacks are good. Christensen's playing on the right, another cheap option, and Oscar's been signed 8 years too early. It must be about 2012, was it in real life they signed him?
Yeah, I think so.
I've not seen him on the bench before, but he's on the bench today. No idea who he is.
But not a clue.
He's Lampard, the only real legit sub almost. The other subs are all not nobodies. We know Leon Knight and John Kennedy, but not great, are they? So pretty poor Chelsea 16, shall we say, this week. And then Man United, first choice, Keane plays. I know I was talking, so it might have been Jules was joking about maybe getting Keane in. And I said, be wary about maybe they play David Dunn now. I don't know if he went through with it or not, but Keane is playing tonight and Dunn's on the bench.
Yeah, Dunn looked like, I think halfway through the season, looked like he was taking it a bit, but Keane looks cemented back in there. I think it's
and first choice, other than that, Giggs plays. I like him for the next 2 weeks. Could be ideal next week against Watford. That could be a great fixture if anyone got Giggs in.
Yeah.
And then Ekiog, obviously banned tonight. I expect he'll be back for tomorrow's game with Leicester.
Yeah. Who's the other centre back? I missed them. Is that
Ray Johnson and Roque Jr. Are in?
Yeah. So it's just tomorrow night whether people that went Roque Jr. get Ronnie Johnson's, I suppose.
Then on to Coventry. Probably no point talking about them. No one's got anyone. We'll move on.
No, they're shit. Hughes is out as well. So crap strike force now as
Yeah,
well.
so not bad for anyone that's got Newcastle defence, which ain't going to be many people. Maybe some have got Shay Given. Nice to see Neil Madison blast from the past. I think I owned him for a bit.
Yeah. Good 4.5, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I think Newcastle will do well against them tonight. Comfortable, I think.
Yeah, I fancy him to probably win. Might be a sort of decent away game for Shearer. So if you still got him, Man City, another team at first that looks like full strength. A bit like Villa, no up arrows for the wingers. The up arrows are for the fullbacks. One Chop's back. I think he's missed a few weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah, he goes random internationals at the moment. There's a few of them that disappear here and there. That's why I've got Huckabee in my squad. That was purely to again not miss out on One Chop when he was away. And he's got me 3 2s in a row so far. So hopefully he can find the back of the net so far.
I've looked at him a couple of times in Man City's good fixtures, and usually because I've done some research that thinks the right centre forward will be better than the left centre forward, but I've not been brave enough to get Huckabee in. Even though
tonight, Craig. Huckabee.
I hope it is for you, mate. I hope it is. I'll be celebrating with you if he scores.
Yeah.
On to Borough. I say their fixtures are quite good moving forward. It's Earnshaw up front again with Ricard. I think he's got a couple of 1-pointers so far, Earnshaw, so he's not really setting the world on fire, but
no, he might be right.
For the run in, maybe.
Yeah, I think he's good. Again, those that owned Selakovic, I think Darren did from what he previously said, but he might be one to sack off now. I think if you're playing in midfield, he's not the value he was up front.
No.
So yeah, not a bad one to get on.
No, yeah. So yeah, he's cheap. I think it's about 6 mil. I think from memory. So if you've been in Libra or you messed around with Neil Harris or something last week, you could maybe get to Earnshaw. I know he's not maybe as desirable as Ricard, but cheap way into Middlesbrough for the run-in, don't mind that. And it's the 2 AMCs running into attacking midfield. Selakovic and Miller. Marinelli is sat there on the bench, and so is Greening. So expect maybe them 2 to come on. Where are we next? Norwich. No up arrows for their wing backs and a DM. So not ideal for Arsenal. Bit of protection for the back 3 for Norwich. I'd say not much attacking from the wing backs either.
No. We got the goal
back in there again at DM.
Goal machine Ashington playing. Scored 3. Well, I don't think he scored last week, but he'd scored 3 and 3 before that. So I'll keep an eye out for him.
This team is absolutely awful on paper, isn't it? I can't look at that team and think
it's an ugly formation to look at. Norwich. I don't think you go near him at all. I know a few people went marching earlier, but nah, not for me. Stay away.
Yeah, then Arsenal unusually decide to play Campbell and Lescott together. Doesn't happen too often, but it's happened today. Svard in at right back because Lauren is
away international.
And then the main news I guess is Jeffers up front with Henry. So Andy Johnson is on the bench. So is Dennis Bergkamp. So I'm kind of hoping that both the strikers do well. They don't bring Johnson on, and I'll get Oncho for 90 minutes. But they could come on and do all right. Johnson for half an hour.
Yeah,
I almost took the extra point -4 to get him out, but I couldn't really work out who I wanted, to be honest, to get him out.
So God, if Henry gets a 6 and gets taken off, that's going to be a real bad captaincy.
So it's not ideal for him. They're obviously closing the space down Norwich, which I don't feel like it's the game that suits him, but they aren't very good, so that may work in Henry's favour.
No, well, your lot's man on stats, it was Norwich 0.4, Arsenal 1.65. So if they've played that same formation each time, I think Martin gets it pretty spot on. Arsenal, I'm still hopeful of them. I think they can.
Yeah, on to Sunderland. Dave Kitson starts. Obviously, Libra's banned. Few changes at the back. Issa's away, is he?
Yeah, I've got Issa. He's third on my bench. I think he's away as well. Kitson in. That's not too surprising. They always move that. They move Larson in and move McCartney out, I believe.
Yeah, they've done that again.
Yeah.
No defender on the bench, as far as I can see. But they've got one randomer on the bench who's an outfield player, so I don't know where he plays. John Joyce. There's another new name for the Regen crew.
Yeah. They all pop in this time of the year, don't they?
And then Leicester, slightly different team for them. No Matt Elliott, so Matt Heath is at the back with the new signing Branston. Slightly awkward midfield. So Jamie McAnuff's playing centre mid tonight with that new signing Disley, and then that Brendan guy on the right.
Yeah, Savage is out injured. I think that right winger scored last time. So
Andreas Arnman. I can't think of his name. I don't know where Bridge Wilkinson is. He's not on the bench either. He's played quite a lot since they've signed him.
Should have done. Swedish Arman, I believe. Maybe.
Yeah, he sounds like something you buy from IKEA, so I'll go with that.
Yeah. I remember him coming in and scoring, I think, last time. I wouldn't be surprised if he's one game, one goal.
Really quickly, we've got 8 minutes. Liverpool, Smeets are in centre mid with Gerrard. I was hoping Berger played tonight. He was someone I was eyeing up for the running, maybe as a differential, but the fact he isn't playing tonight, it's not ideal.
They were hard to call this week. That's one I really wasn't sure. We're Hippier out, obviously, with that leak. I was like, who did Liverpool even play when they rep? And I couldn't work it out. And again, like stats-wise, they're 1.95 average goals. I had them down as a 3-0 win tonight. I thought they'd actually, they're normally boring and win 1 and 2-0. I think they might actually go off tonight. But randomly, it's a normal team, I'd say, but no Hippier.
And no Biscan. So it's Reister and Wright. So defence a bit depleted. Not ideal maybe for Kirkland. I still probably fancy the clean sheet, but Reister and Wright's not ideally what you want in front of him.
No.
Bradford, we don't need to talk about. No one's got any of them. Gunnarsson starts just in case you need him off your bench.
Yeah.
Bolton, I say, the big news. No Gardner, Southall and Pitts at wing back. Davis and Carrick. And then they sent the mid, Ramberg and Ricketts up front. Pedersen, AMC with the upper. I haven't actually seen him in too many teams, Pedersen. So it feels like a bit of a differential tonight to me.
I think he could be really good. Again, predicts a lot of goals in that game. 4-2, something like that, maybe. And he'll he's in prime position. He's not delivered all season. He's got that price for a reason. Why not tonight?
Let's hope so. And in Watford, Petkoff, Fanetza and Johnson. There's another Johnson, Chris Johnson, playing up front with Tommy Smith. Don't know much about him. I went to uni with him. Sure, probably not the same Chris Johnson I went to uni with.
Cox, Johnsons everywhere.
Yeah. Not much else to talk about with them. And the last games are maybe Leeds, won't it? Yeah. Noah Parrow tonight for the AMC. So Aymar is in the AMC role. Keenan Viduka up front. We obviously knew Larson wasn't playing.
Yeah, I think he got injured. I think I read he got injured in the semi.
And those that have got Hart is playing. Singh is on the bench. And Woodgate, Jose Fernando and Dubry at centre back. That seems constant rep every week. It's been like it all for
just random defenders. They're right. I mean, I suppose Bo was playing. He'd been bombed a little bit, but again, I didn't touch them this week. I couldn't predict a team for Liverpool or Leeds. That was my struggle. I didn't know who was going to start for either of them.
And they're playing Everton back 5. GX playing left back, running the full length of the pitch. Pablo Paz at right back. And then 3 midfield, 2 centre midfielders and the right midfielder all running back into the DM role. McAteer, Gravison and Di Matteo. And then Titoff running forward to play with Christie. Can't see Everton scoring with this formation if I'm being honest, but I've been surprised before by this game, but I think the Leeds clean sheet's got to be fancy. Look at this Everton lineup here.
Yeah, exactly. Mate, you know what I'm going to have to do? This is real bad, but I'm going to have to go for a pee before.
Yeah, go on. You got 4 minutes. I'll quickly do.
I'll
quickly do Tottenham Ipswich. We'll set the timer on you, mate. You got 4 minutes.
Mate, I've been drinking in the garden all day. It's not good. Break the seal early doors.
Yeah, quickly Tottenham. Fuglestad at left back hasn't been there very much. Benchevic and King Mabry. No Simon Davis, not sure why that is, but Clements and Langley in midfield. Everington plays on left midfield, not always reliable. Rebroff and Everson up front, and Ipswich, same as the Norwich formation, a DM and no Iros for the wing back. Tarico's shifted sides this week. He's playing left wing back away to Tottenham. But no Arparo, don't think that will stop him knowing what he's normally like when I don't own him. And Harris is up front with Gary Doherty tonight. Looking at their bench, possibly no striker on the bench either for Ipswich. So if you've got Doherty, may get 90 minutes out of him. Have a quick look through the chat. Evening to some more of you that have joined. Just seen Benno in there. What's Pep saying? It sounds all right. Captain's changed to Windows 11 for the first time tonight, I think. So maybe some doubts about whether it would work properly. But as of now, Captain's Windows 11 is working good. The sound seems good.
Yeah, good.
Bad luck to you, Moyd, with your -12 for Gardner. So there's quite a few people hitting him in this week.
Yeah, I'm definitely the first person to do that, I think, before kickoff. And in fact, I actually went just before the link was sent to me as well, which is even worse. Totally broke.
It's been broken. You're in trouble now.
Yeah,
if you go
exactly.
4 more times before 10:30. Could be worse for me. Could be worse for me. I will talk about it in a bit. But tomorrow I'm eating food at 100 feet in the air, not on an aeroplane either. I'm going for some dining experience, which is going to involve eating up in the sky.
Okay.
So I've got no access to a toilet for about an hour and a half. So I certainly won't be going for 5 or 6 beers, even to calm my nerves down before I go up there.
No,
that's problems.
I think I'll do that. Have you done first scorers?
First scorers, no. There's a few people in the chat suggesting.
Flicker off 7 minutes, 1 minute, 1 second P bladder. Love it. I've been in the garden. I've been on the beer since like 2. Sorry.
You've got a healthy goatee. You look like you've got the start of a suntan. So yeah, it's obviously work being out there.
I am actually, again, I'm normally quite tanned because obviously PE teacher working outside and stuff. My missus has like seen the stream back and she's like, you look so pale on that stream.
At least your missus has watched it back. Mine hasn't watched it back.
Well,
so.
When I say watched it back, I put it on the telly and said, "What's this?" And she was like, "Oh, that's nice."
A few more below Michael Owen, 3rd minute. That's possible tonight, I think. Dion Dublin, 2nd minute from Benno, typically.
Shanley, Everington, 4th minute. I'll go Ashington from Norwich again because I keep saying about him.
That's bold.
Yeah, well, he's a goal machine, isn't he?
I will go.
Did we do our score predictions as well? Who's your goal scorer first? Sorry.
Who's my goal scorer first? I will go with someone from Bolton. Ricketts. I'll go for Michael Ricketts.
Ricketts good. I don't know if anyone's ever. I don't remember anyone actually getting the right person the right minute, but maybe tonight's the night.
I'm going to ask Captain for the info before the stream and then put it in the chat. If I'm host, I don't know if I'm hosting game week 38, but if I am, I'll guess it and get it right, or I'll get that one small bit of information off Captain by like a minute before we start.
Score wise, what are my predictions? I went for this week. I went Leeds to beat Everton 2-0. I think they'll be comfortable. I went Arsenal to win 3-1 at Norwich. Man City, close game. I said 2-1 against Borough. Liverpool, I think, might actually score some goals tonight and win 3-0 against Bradford. Chelsea, Man U, I had as a 1-1. There we go. Here's our kickoff. Tottenham, 3-2 Ipswich. I think we could have goals in that game. Villa, I had a comfortable 3-0. Bolton, 4-2. Hopefully goals. Newcastle, I had to win 3-1 at Coventry, so hopefully Shearer can do that. Sunderland 3-0 over Leicester, and then I had Man U winning 4-1 tomorrow night, but we'll see that. Usual comms at the start. All teams obviously attacking, setting themselves up early.
I've just had a good deed done. The wife's been making me a drink in the kitchen. The little one just brought it out, so I've got my gin ready.
Good, yeah.
I've got some fancy one tonight. This is
you not got your glow up bottle again? Your glow up bottle of gin.
It's behind me. I can get to it later, but this was from a set that we was bought. So I got a zesty orange Sipsmith gin and Valencian orange tonic water.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Seems quite posh.
Yeah, I like that. I've got a bit of a mix behind me. Got the dregs left. I've got some Parma Violet gin actually. I don't even like Parma.
It's really nice.
It's not too. I don't normally like it, but it's good.
That's the one. That's my wife's current favourite. If we go out, it's not always available in a lot of pubs, but if it's there, it's the one she's been having lately.
Yeah, it's not a bad drink. Oh, there we go. Look at that for a prediction. Jeffers 2 minutes and 37 seconds. We need to get the stats on that one.
That sounds like someone in the know to me.
Yeah.
That'll infuriate me. That's Andy Johnson's goal he's stolen. Here's Cole Court. So yeah, this food. So my birthday was last week. So on Friday. So obviously I got some money and stuff, as you do when you get to middle age. People don't know what to get you, so they give you money most of the time. So I put it towards this experience. Like, it comes under the O2 in London, and you pay for a 3-course meal, it's like a set meal, but you're effectively in a container with no roof. It's got like a roof on it.
What time are you doing that tomorrow?
It's like 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
What's that going to be, like 28, 27 degrees in a little container?
Yeah, but yeah, 100 feet in the air.
They'll cook your dinner as you're moving around, mate.
They've said that it won't be cancelled if it's raining. If it's high winds, then obviously it's dangerous. I think you kind of seatbelted in like you're in an F1 car or something. It sounds like for your own safety. But I'm all up for these sort of random experiences. It's not everyone's cup of tea, is it, to go and eat sort of in the open air at 100 feet in the sky? But
no. And obviously we've got big news, obviously, with the meetup on the 8th of October. So hopefully everyone's going to be there. And
I will be. I've got no excuse, right? I live on the London doorstep, pretty much. It's not.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm like Bedford, so it's like 40-minute train. So I can.
You're about the same as me, then.
Yeah, you can do that. No bother.
Yeah, no excuse to miss that one. So I think most of the hosts, I think, that have been on the stream are going.
Yeah,
I don't want to speak out of turn for the man on guys, but I think the feeling is that from Darren and Martin, at least, I think they're going to make the effort to come down. They're a bit, obviously, their travels are a bit more from Bristol, but I think their plans are to come down. David Gills will be there. I think he was meant to be involved in arranging the pub. I don't know if he still is, but he'll be there.
Yeah,
so I think most of the people that have been on here throughout the season will be attending, which is good.
Yeah, I saw a few people on Discord. Again, great. Like for me, like just you chat to all these people all the time and stuff. So good to actually meet them in person and do a Jaeger together. Basically,
I've only done one meetup. I went to one of the Planet FPL ones quite early on last year, but to be fair, I didn't interact. There's probably about between 50 and 100 people on this one.
Yeah.
And I only interacted with maybe 10, 15. I wasn't that well known. I'm not that well known now, but I certainly wasn't that well known then. And even the sort of general names of the community, like Benny Blanco and stuff was there from memory, but I didn't really know who he was and speak to him and stuff then. So I was not shy, but I didn't really go out of my way to interact. So this one will obviously be, I should at least know the names of most of the people that turn up. I think would recognise them by name, if not by face.
Yeah.
So
well, it's a great community for me. Like I said, I've gone from just randomly finding it to ending up on the stream somehow, really. So it's great, love it. Roy Keane almost scored there, missed one. Smeesa's got his chance now.
We ain't going to get one of these early game week 12-minute waits for a first goal. Hope not.
No, can't be doing with that. Can't be doing with that.
Goal. Here we go. No, I thought that was going to be it. He's one of the damages to me tonight, Partridge. I can see he's obviously reasonably well owned. You expect Liverpool to have quite a lot of chances tonight.
Ooh, off the line.
So
yeah, I think Liverpool are due. Like everyone else smashes teams. Why not Liverpool? They've got to do it occasionally.
3 corners from Partridge, 3 headers from Liverpool, 2 saved by our Pexad and 1 off the line by Goodison.
Here we go. Partridge again.
I think it's possibly already got a save point here, our Pexad. If I'd even playing 5 minutes, just from these corners.
And again, relentless pressure. How many corners?
Yeah, one-sided battering. Bradford.
Bradford are safe, aren't they? They've done it.
I wouldn't really call it excellent defending from Bradford. They've lost every header from the corner, relied on the goalkeeper and clearing it off the line. But we've got excellent defending. But yeah, he's one that can do me damage tonight. Partridge. I don't own him. Liverpool have all the ball. There'll be a lot of set pieces for him.
Yeah, but again, he was in one of my. Again, I put a poll almost for my transfers this week, and Partridge was one of the sensible ones I was going. I think basically, if I would have gone Partridge, I would have been able to get Ruud in, but changed it around to not. I've just seen David's at Cobra Bombs at Sherritt's house. I mean, Cobra Bombs anytime at my house. There's always a supply ready and waiting, mate. If anyone wants to get the same train as me, I'll have a bottle of Jaeger on me, and we can do it down to London. No bother.
I'm not hardcore enough to do that these days. I'll stick to the Sambuca, I think.
Oh yeah, I like that. It was just a weird little lockdown thing. Just all of a sudden was just like, oh, I've got no work. I start doing. It was like a Jaeger Wednesday thing. I started doing just because I was like, no work the next day, whatever.
I got to turn the right girly drink. That's when I got onto the gin. Me and some of my uni mates used to do like quizzes like on a Sunday night over Zoom.
Yeah.
We did it like every Sunday for weeks, and we'd all come on with fancy drinks, and I was regularly drinking gin with something, but I'd pour like cordial in with it sometimes, and I'd put like fresh fruit in there and
mix it up. Nothing to do back then. That's what we had to do, didn't we?
But pub quizzes,
yeah. 2 times a week, you'd have your boring family one, you'd have your mates one. Spurs just hit the post, missed that.
Is Dublin
Dion? Ooh.
Quite a lot of chances there. She's not been a dead sort of 7 minutes, but
no, it's been all right. They've been going for it. We've just been talking about boozing. We'll concentrate on the football at some point.
We haven't missed any goals, I don't think.
No, exactly.
No disallowed ones.
Well, you got to keep going the old way. No one wants the lulls of silence. It's not going to happen.
Billy Hadaway is not going to make the meet up. I think 2-hour flight is for him, which is obviously this game is quite international.
Yeah, we've got Americans and all sorts on here, haven't we? So yeah, just get there.
2-hour flight. Just someone was saying on the Discord, was it Eno? Someone was saying they was trying to convince the other half to come over and visit London and was going to incorporate the visit into their trip, which would be an amazing effort if they do that.
It's got to be sneaking time in, haven't you?
Captain is coming.
My missus will let me go. She doesn't care about this. She's like, I don't really understand what you're doing, to be honest. But
you have to bring her with you.
No, she's got no chance.
Don't let her watch that part. We'll snip that bit up.
Yeah. Hold on. What was that? 8:15. Right. Yeah. I'll start on about 10 minutes. We'll be fine.
Yeah. To be fair, I think mine would actually come for the social if I could palm the kid off to someone. I think the wife would probably come. Obviously, I don't think she'd want to spend hours talking about the game, but I think she'd come for the social and the drinking.
My chief babysitter that night should be helping me out.
Chancey Gronkia, that would be an assist to Rickard. He's missed it.
Again, I think few people talk about selling him. Like we said, he's one of them ones. He's got a good run to come. So again, Man City, Middlesbrough, that could be anything. That could be 0-0. That could be 2-2, 3-2, 1-1. Like either way.
It's been frustrating, Gronky. I've never owned him, but look at those fixtures just at the bottom there. Coventry at home, Bolton at home, still to come.
Yeah.
He's too cheap. It's not like he's going to free up a load of money if you do other things with either. I think you just hold if you've got him. Maybe if he was on a wild card, you maybe wouldn't get him in that.
No, probably not.
Want to get an assist here? Yeah, we are. That's an assist for Gary Kelly, I think.
There we go. We've both got him, I believe. Yeah.
Everyone avoided him, I think, partly because maybe
they were just flying up. Yeah, they were hard to predict with that leak. Yeah, Gary Kelly. So we'll take that. We've both got some points straight away.
Nice. They've got a blank, haven't they, as well? I can't think of who they've got next week, Leeds, but I don't remember the fixture being amazing.
No, it was nothing. Again, I'll check it on my phone now. Nothing that I thought was great. Ipswich away.
And then they might be right in that game, to be fair.
Then they blank, then Bradford away. So
yeah, that's
start going on again.
34 and 35 are definitely going to be interesting. 34 because most people's teams are going to look fairly shit, whether it's because of blanks or whether it's because of bad fixtures. Just quickly a chance here for Robbie Fowler. And then 35, there's quite a big swing. So anyone with a wild card left, I do think it makes sense probably to try and maybe hit your way through into 34 and then wild card 35 for the run-in.
Yeah.
But there's a few sort of attractive fixtures, 35. That will be one of them. Leeds playing Bradford. And then you're set for whatever happens in 36, double, treble, or whatever it ends up being.
It's a weird one, this game. Again, I look at how I've played it now. I mean, I like, again, this season, again, I started playing it. I only started doing the tips bit, like not even at the start of the season, like a little bit of the way into it. I look at how Luke plays, and it's the right moves. It's a settled team, and he basically doesn't make many changes. I think again, we were talking about on the Discord the other day. And it's like, how many minus points have you taken? It was all like 98, 112, like all sorts really.
12 points a hit.
Yeah. Like, I was like on that already, and I've taken more since then. Again, I'd never play it with two teams because I don't think that's the way to do it really. But I'd like to have a set team and almost do it like that. But especially, I think the problem is because I've come to become this tips page. You want to make the moves that you tip as well.
Yeah, I get that.
Is Phillips? Ooh.
I think the fixtures just week to week just get so enticing that you convince yourself the 4-point hit's worth it. And more often than not, you don't really gain 4 points on the move you make, but you just want that celebration, don't you? No.
Again, with this game, we know who's going to win it a long time ago. And for me, you've got, like I said, I've bounced. I started well. I got to like 20 after week 2, but I've bounced around like high, like round about the 100 mark. And the way I look at it now is I saw this stream tonight and I'm just like, attack it, like put Gardner on it. I'd rather watch it with someone.
Go on.
Carrick.
Oh, Would have been a penalty assist. I was getting excited there.
Yeah, that's what I say. You'd rather almost watch it with fun. If you've got that set team, it's good, and you know you're going to do well week on week. But there's nothing better than like when you know you've got a Liverpool player. They're at home to Bradford. You've stuck a captaincy on them. Like if Hippie was playing, like you could almost captain him tonight and go for it. I like to just enjoy the stream.
Yeah, that's the mentality now. So in 3 seasons, I've still not been in the top 100 yet.
No.
3 seasons. I'm 105 now, so I could try and be conservative to get in there. Oh, that might be a red.
Yeah. Or penalty. Oh, who takes their penalties?
Not Tarico. Please, not Tarico.
No, it can't be.
Please, not. Sorry, Backer.
Oh, yeah, I haven't got
Another
him.
popular one.
Yeah, a lot of people love him. Good pen.
Possibly bench, though. I know Baker from above average was weighing up whether to play Tarico or Backer. And me, plus a few others, I think convinced him that Tarico was the better option over Backer for this.
It's hard. Have you not owned Tarico all season like me?
I've never owned Tarico in 3 seasons.
No. Why have we not bought Tarico? I have no idea.
Every year I get a player that's popular, that seems like they're going to do well, and for whatever reason, I just get in my head, I'm not owning them.
No.
There's no reason not to.
You think the run's done, don't you? You think, oh, well, he's had his moment in the sun. And he's just carried it on. He's top scoring defender by a mile.
Jaskalainen, I never owned him.
Here's Ashington. Here he is, the goal scoring machine. Oh, he's passed it on. Forget about it. Norwich don't care anymore.
I'll care if Kevin Nolan scores. Where's he second on my bench? I ain't going to get him on.
No. AJ will probably get on and sting you anyway, won't he? I've got a bit of a
fair play to those in the chat about the goal there. Lewis Robson got the goal and the assist. Nick Treadwell with Viduka captain, so he got a captain goal and an assist. So he's probably game week score of 1 at the minute, game week rank of 1.
Yeah, Tarico comes in for Gardner. Oh, lucky.
Is someone fair play to anyone brave enough to bench Tarico? I know this on paper, this fixture's not the most attractive, but
I don't think you can bench if you've got him. Well, Viduka, he's missed an open goal. I've already forgetting again. Last time I was on the stream, I was like, I'm going to get my other laptop open so I can keep an eye on the chat. And my other one was to actually pay attention to the comms, and I've not really been doing both of either so far. So
we're not very professional on here, Andrew. We need to. You think by game week 32 we could be a bit more professional by now?
No, don't need it. I didn't even get vet checked for this. I was just like, I'll do it, and they just chucked me on. It could have been anyone.
We'll see. They might not allow us on for the last 6 weeks if don't score Janssen. Yeah. So I think there's a few. I'd imagine. I think Luke's going to try and do one more. I think Andy Tactician will try and do one before the end. I think the above average guys have got a week booked in again to do another week between now and the end. I'd like to try and maybe do one more. I'm sure you would, David and Martin. There's enough of us to squeeze in, I think, for one more week.
I say I'm on the summer holidays. I pretty much put myself in the. I just put in the chat. I was like, I'm on Thursday, and then you were like, oh, I'll come on too. I was given no permission. I was just like, I'll come on.
Well, I don't think I could do the next couple after this one. So if I didn't do this one, I wasn't really around until like game week 37, and so I hadn't done one for a couple of weeks either. So I thought, yeah, all right, I'll jump on.
Mate, I'm on summer holidays. Apart from obviously feeding the kids and making sure they're alive, it's basically been sunbathing, drinking beers all afternoon, and
that sounds
coming to do this. Same again tomorrow. So I can live with that.
Yeah, you can have a. Well, it depends if the kids let you have a lie-in.
The missus might.
It's like 3 shots, I think he's had.
The missus might. I've got a bit of I might turn off one of those lights. No, wrong one.
Yeah, bad luck for Michael Carrick owners. I don't know how much he was, 5 mil, maybe even 4.5. But he's had 3 chances here, and
you can tell I drunk him. I can't figure out which light's what. That's the one I don't want on. Here we go. Sorry.
My room just generally gets darker. I don't turn the light on, so we'll see if we can get to half time like this with natural light. And then
we're going to do the outside stream as well. That was the plan tonight. I put the laptop out there, but it was.
I could still do it.
It was warmer out there, to be honest, when I tried it earlier.
We haven't got a laundry line in our garden, so strangely we're taking the umbrella out of our dining room table in the garden and stuck the laundry line in the parasol holder. So now I've got. If I was going to sit on my dining room table, I'd have a load of.
Well, that's 2-0.
Pajamas.
Viduka. Anyone who's on Viduka.
And he's missed an open goal. What a start this has been.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about the garden. The missus is like, you've not mowed the lawn. You need to not do that.
Another wing back assist. The other side this time.
Again, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure.
Maybe have been sold tonight by some.
Yeah, again, I just don't think he's that well owned anymore. I
can see why someone might have done him to Gardner as well. I know Hippier obviously to Gardner was known that he wasn't playing, but Hart to Gardner I wouldn't have said was a bad move either before kickoff.
No. Yeah, again, Hippier. Yeah, could have gone in. Yeah, Leeds were a funny one. Again, normally if you see, 1.65 at home, it's not bad at all, really, but no one really talks about them this week.
This is eyeing up like one of those weeks. Which was the week with the heavy rotation? Game week like 20 or something? And Viduka ended up with scoring a hat-trick from memory, and literally no one else did anything. So I had Viduka captain. I think it was on paper, it was a good game. It wasn't a surprise hat-trick as such, but I think he got like 40 points as captain that week.
Yeah, I think I either had him captain or vice. I can't remember one of the two.
We could be looking at one of them sort of weeks here. Look at the state of this.
Everton are no good. Not away from home. It should be pretty.
It's not looking like a bad week for me. A whole clean sweep of clean sheets and an assist. That's probably better than most people at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, so there'll be a few with Backer. But we got Gary Kelly, so that's not too bad. Tommy Smith. Oh, Watford almost got their one.
He hasn't done as well as I thought. He was a couple of times over the course of the season. He's been on my radar, especially when they changed manager. It looked like he was going to score a lot of goals. I thought, yeah, he's definitely a contender now, but he never seems to score, does he?
No, I can't remember the last. Again, there's always talks of him on previous streams about how well he can do and how sometimes he goes to Chelsea and whatnot. And no, he's doing crap. I can't remember the last time he scored. What we got in the chat?
Rory's moaning. Sold Libra for hit last week, scored 2. Yeah, I did that, Rory, to get Andy Johnson in, who didn't score last week, and now I've got to play him again, and he's not playing.
That's why I haven't got Van Nistelooy. Again, I thought Huckabee, Henry, and Angel could all score. So
I thought he was about to say you thought Huckabee could cover Van Nistelooy for a minute.
No. Well, there we go. We've got a
Rico clean sheet wipeout.
Good. Fuck Rico.
I'll celebrate everything tonight, especially if it involves Rico getting.
Send him off.
Down this gin and tonic if he gets a yellow card.
Oh. Definitely a Cobra bomb if Tarico goes off.
Gets sent off, yeah. Ledley King, having avoided getting sent off for whatever it was, 2-footed tackle, last man tackle, whatever it was. It looked like a definite red in the comms.
Yeah.
Got away with a yellow and now he's scored.
Ricard again. Yeah, he might score tonight. He's on it. There we go. He has. Rolled out. Ooh.
I'll definitely own him before the end of the season. It's whether I wait till game week 37. I said I end with 2 home games, so I think he's probably a must for those last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I started. I was on him. I think the first 10, 15 weeks really. But they've had a bit of a bad run recently, Middlesbrough. So avoid him and come back to him. He's a good player, and I think if you look at 9 million ones, he's very good.
Yeah, you'll have him. I think he's one to. Depends on what striker strategy you go for now for the running. I say I'm going to try and get to 3 premiums for the running. Maybe good. You'll see the Chelsea fixtures are on screen now. I don't mind their running.
No, I said to go. Like I said to go off them, but they're not too bad now.
And I think again, a bit like Janssen, there's certain players that I've owned numerous points, not even just this season, other seasons, and they've constantly done nothing. I feel like I want to get him again to give him one last chance to sort of redeem themselves. So I may get Good Johnson in for the last couple of weeks just to see if I can get something off him.
That's what it's about, enjoying it, getting little shit houses like Janssen that always let you down.
Yeah, so I've done it. Henry trolled me for ages. I actually had him for... I only sold him this week for Van Nistelrooy, but he's done obviously fairly well for me. Captain Fantastic. He did quite well.
Yeah, been good recently. He's one of them ones. He's always, with that price, he is one that will end up about fourth, fifth best striker overall the season. And he was way down, but it's got back up.
Catching up with the chat. Benno benched Backer to play Tarico. D Murphy, not familiar with you, mate. Welcome. I don't know if you've been on before. Am I the only one who's playing this below the age of 20? I could make a joke about Deakin here. I don't think he's quite below the age of 20. He looks it, but
no Kevin Phillips return there. Grant McCann. getting in on his own?
I don't know if his name was Shay. He won the guy that won season 2. He was only about 20 and he won season
Yeah,
2.
someone said that. Yeah, D Murphy. I presume that's the Deck Murphy who raids my inbox for tips every day.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he does it to a few of the other Man On boys as well.
Who's he got in for this one? Who you convinced him to get in?
I said leave it. I said leave it with the team he sent me earlier. Yeah, he had a few. I think he had 0.5 left in the bank, but the team he sent me, he still had like Terry on the bench, and I was like, play him and leave the rest.
Yeah, I fancy a Chelsea clean sheet. I think that could be a 0-0 game, personally, that Chelsea-Man United game. Wouldn't surprise me.
What did he have? Kirkland, Atherton, Desailly, Rufus, Tarico, Svensson, Partridge, Parler, Van Nistelrooy, captain, Henry, Angel. So there wasn't really anything to go off there. I was just like, stick with it.
Yeah, don't mention Chelsea tonight. I'd say you expect them to be involved, if nothing else. So that should mean
Angel.
in the post, did he?
This wide. Yeah, again, I would have thought Man United would have done better, but the again, what was that? It was 1.55 Chelsea, 0.95 Man United. That was much better than what I expected. So you've got to keep your defenders for the bonus, haven't you?
Hang on, my mum's just trying to call me. What a distraction! Does she not know I'm a celebrity on YouTube these days?
I know. I know. I've told mine, don't ring me on a Thursday.
Let me just send her a message saying, phone my wife if you want something.
Yeah, so Phillips owners might be a bit annoyed by that. Again, I think I saw the data. They've beaten Leicester 3-0 2 years in a row. So that might be one of your 3 goals gone already. Here's Bowyer on the run. He's back in the team. Giving it to Robbie Keane. Doing well if you've still got Robbie Keane. He's going to score. There we go. He is going to score.
Leeds running rampant. They ain't gone defensive yet either, have they?
No, going out. Again, don't think that highly owned. There'll be a few people that might stick with him. He's one of them ones. For me, I think as soon as they signed Aymar and then Alex, they became so difficult to own almost. Viduka's about the only one who's safe. I've not really wanted to go near Larson since Robbie Keane as well, one of the others. You don't know he's
isn't he? But
he's centre mid.
Yeah, not in a good position. I guess the thing with Keane at the minute is anyone that's got space for a premium mid's probably on Veron, aren't they? Understand, at least for this week.
Yeah, you would have probably upgraded that. Yeah, who did I have? I had Harry Kewell when Alex got signed, and that was that down the toilet, basically. I don't think he's really played since.
Almost a dream team goal for Newcastle, Dyer to Shearer.
Yeah. Then again, you've just got to flick between Newcastle and Sunderland well to the end of the season. I think if you've got the funds to do it, if you can just go Shearer Phillips, I think you'll score well.
Depends how much you rate those Newcastle home games. Look, Man City, they're Blackburn. Historically, 2 teams that don't tend to get battered when they play away.
Yeah, Man City are actually quite good, aren't they? Yeah.
So it's not just a case. I try not to just look if it's a home or an away game. I try and work out who the opposition is. Like I say it every week about how Sunderland are. You can thump them. Yeah. You can thump them in a home game. So target them, target Newcastle, obviously target Watford, Norwich and stuff. But I'd be a bit more cautious around Man City, Middlesbrough, teams like that.
Just looking at the bottom of the table, who have we got? It's close down there, isn't it? Norwich. Norwich will go. I've said Spurs might get out of it, but they need to win tonight. Is Rob Earnshaw? I don't think he's scored yet, actually, has he?
No, the fact you might get more than 1 point tonight.
There we go. I keep calling it before they score tonight.
I think he's had 2 appearances so far. He's got 1 point in each, been substituted before 60 minutes both times.
Yeah, again, he's one of them ones.
An interesting one for the running.
Yeah, Panda said he was good. I think they probably undervalued him a little bit just to get people on him a little bit. But the run was crap, so
let's look next screen. Yeah, look next screen. Middlesbrough flick round on the next screen for upcoming fixtures. I think they're pretty good. Coventry, Villa, Bolton all at home. The away games are not ideal. Tottenham and Blackburn, but not bad. So,
Angel.
Oh, this would be a great goal. I've got both of these two.
No.
And my sub keeper saved it. Oh, we've got a wet one. Have we at Villa Park?
Yeah, not ideal. By the way, I am going to get to half time, but I'm busting again already. The seal is done.
That could be a hint. There could be a red card in that Villa game. Treacherous conditions. That's going to mean someone's going to go in a bit recklessly, aren't they? Or
game week 32. Surely the weather would be all right by then. But
is
England.
I don't know what
Is England
could mean apart from wet.
Yeah, is England. It can rain. It's going to rain bloody next week, so you never know.
Craig, did I enjoy Bournemouth? Said D Murphy. As a place or in terms of a football game? Obviously, I didn't enjoy the football result of the weekend. Not unexpected, if I'm being honest. I wasn't that hopeful. I thought we probably would win, but I wasn't. I know like a few people put football bets on. Had Villa as the team that let them down in their accumulators and stuff. I wouldn't have been that confident to stick us in an accumulator. But I was disappointed how badly we played more than the result. I can take the result if we play all right, but we didn't really play very well.
What's going on with Watkins? I don't believe it, but possible fallout.
Yeah, possible fallout with a load of players at the minute. Mings obviously prime candidate number one. Took the captaincy off him, and then some interesting comments in the press about it. There's a Norwich goal.
Kevin Nolan, classic.
He's benched him.
Yeah. Luckily, I think most will have benched him. Here we go. Let's have a look at the chat. Who's got Nolan?
It is a home game for Norwich. Arsenal, of all of the premium teams, are probably the easiest to score against. It's probably fair to say. You're more like than your Chelsea and Man Uniteds, aren't you?
Yeah. Who did I have him? Yeah, he was second on my bench. So, yeah, won't come on. Got Fugelstad playing left back instead. That's great, isn't it?
What's Pete calling me, Ron? Or he'd called me a conservatory with a hat on in this weather. In Orient. It's not a woolly hat, though, is it? It's a baseball cap. So you're entitled to wear a baseball cap when the weather's a bit warm.
Yeah, I think you're right with that, mate.
My conservatory weather or temperature at the minute is actually too bad, to be fair. It's quite nice out here.
I'd expect that to be a sauna in there.
No, it's not that bad. It's been a lot worse, like in the afternoons when I'm trying to work out here and things. Working from home, it's been a lot more unpleasant. This is moderate, probably the best way to describe this. It's all right.
Mate, kitchen, look, I've got drinks everywhere I need. I've got cold ones in there. I've got a toilet right out there.
I couldn't pod in my kitchen if I tried to. I've known bigger WCs than my kitchen, so trying to do a pod out there is like impossible.
Yeah, I just have to bribe the family, put the kids to bed, go upstairs. Easy day. Craig in the mud, chicken oriental. Favorite flavour of chicken.
Favorite flavour of chicken.
Not again, that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. I love Phillips.
Captain.
Yeah.
I could have done it, but there's no way I could turn down the chance to get Van Nistelooy for a double over Phillips against Leicester. I'm not surprised he scored.
No, that would have been probably on Real to get him, so we'll see on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that for a 4-pointer, I don't think. It depends if you wanted to captain. If you was that set that you wanted him and captain him, maybe you'd do it. But if you was going to captain a Man United player.
Yeah, I didn't know it's captain. Fucking Gardner. What's he playing at? Phillips is a popular one. Great player. Top scorer, striker. Weird one this year. Say you wouldn't have predicted at the start of the year. Top scoring defender, Tarico. Top scoring striker, Phillips, I believe.
I'm blaming you if I get nothing out of Pedersen. I had Van Nistelrooy captain. You said we're captain Bolton together. So I thought.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He's not even had a shot yet. Old Pedersen, 31 minutes.
No, they should be all right. We need a red card, don't we? We need old Estica or whatever his name is to get sent off.
All right, man. Leaders is probably better, but
yeah. Barber, where's he come from? Everson.
James Barber. He's played quite a lot, hasn't he? Right mid.
Yeah, got in all of a sudden, hasn't
he? On set pieces. I don't know what price he is, but is he taking court?
I presume he's a 4.5. Backer, yellow card. There, go on, send him off. He scored. Anyone owns him, deal with it. Yeah, that bottom three is changing. Spurs dropping. Norwich. Oh, I think Leicester or Coventry could go into that. I think they might get out of it.
I hope Watford get out of it, personally. I don't know if they've got enough good games left at home where you...
Just in case there's a season 4 and you can target them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Villa keeper. Fucked up.
Oh, that's... Oh, Richard Rufus playing against 0.35 likely goals. Bolton has scored.
Mine saying lost network connection there.
What a pisser. What an inspired transfer Rufus has been. Sent off 1 week and then can't keep a clean sheet against Blackburn team that probably won't have a shot.
Have you got a normal screen here, Craig? I've got you've lost your network connection.
I am normal. Okay. Yellow for Desai there, by the way. Highly owned. Pushed Van Nistelooy. So yellow card.
I've got a bit of a blank screen at the moment.
Yeah, mine's normal. You may need a refresh.
Let's go with the refresh.
We'll mess the screen up temporarily for a second. Let's see if Bradford can score for Ashley Ward. Just wide. So yeah, I think Villa are an interesting team now. Possible sell in the coming weeks. Maybe Lee Hendry you'll persevere with. I think he's probably a steady hold, fairly consistent. Don't see a reason to sell him before the end of the season as such, but the fixtures aren't great. They had this run of 3 games. Then it went a lot worse. There he is, Hendry, talking about him still second. What's happened here at Watford? Oh, he's turned down a pen. Possible pen to Watford. Disallowed. But yeah, Hendry there, 13 assists. Is very good. Stephen Hughes, a bit of a sneaky one. Doesn't feel like he's done loads, 11 assists though, but there's the Villa run I'm talking about. So not too bad next week. Bolton, good game, especially for Hendry at home to a wing-back team. But after that, it's not ideal really, apart from Newcastle at home there. So maybe think about what you're going to do with them if you own them. Quiet spell in terms of in-game action. Not too much going on. Not many shots or anything going on. Dive into the chat, see what's going on. Martin's just putting there, you can't sim My Hill falling on his ass. Yeah, quite right. You should put it in a sim, Martin, that we want to play this game 20 times in treacherous weather conditions, and we'll see if we get anything different. Here comes Ipswich with a chance. Neil Harris. Chance for Gary Doherty. He looks like a few more goals in that game than I expected. Tottenham Ipswich, I thought 1-1. Definitely would have thought under 2.5 goals, 1-0, 1-1 sort of game. But we've already 1-1 and quite a few chances as well. Probably one of the more active games tonight, apart from that sort of first 6-7 minutes at Liverpool where they ran rampant over Bradford. Really had a chance since. Apologies if you could hear my daughter in the background. She's currently shouting to her nan on the phone. I don't think she realises that her mobile phones work. Some more fixtures floating through. So yeah, Man United hold next week, then a blank. Like the Middlesbrough one there. Sunderland, probably the worst to try and anticipate. 2 amazing home games there, Bradford, Watford. But the 3 away games around it are absolutely terrible. So hard to know what to do with them because of the price of all their assets. Maybe you could go cheap with a midfielder. Gary Teal, Gavin McCann, someone like that might not be the worst hold through some of them games. You can probably bench them. But someone like Arca, a bit trickier at his price point. Substitute there for Newcastle. I don't know if anyone's still got Cole Court, but he's just gone off for a 1-pointer. And Shola Amiobi is on. A bit more of a physical attack now for Newcastle with Amiobi up front with Shearer. There's a top scorer. It's quite competitive there for the Golden Boot. Phillips top. So I wouldn't write Ricard off in that race yet. He's 3 back, but I quite like the fixtures. So he could make a late charge for the Golden Boot. So Stephen Hughes, the big surprise in the assists. assists, 11 is fairly phenomenal for someone that feels like all season hasn't really done anything. So really good returns from him. There's some more fixtures. Say Blackburn, a lot of green there. Chelsea, so I quite like. A couple of wing-back games as well. Watford and Bolton back-to-back. And a goal for Arsenal. That looked like Joleon Lescott, and it is 11. It's fairly phenomenal for someone that feels like all season hasn't really done anything. So really good returns from him. You're playing me back to myself, Andy.
I think I'm back. Hold on, I've got the other. Yeah, it was. I could see the stream on my other laptop, but I've gone on here apparently.
We've swapped sides now. We'll leave it like that. We've swapped sides. You're back.
There we go. That's good. Missed a goal, Henry.
No, you haven't missed a goal from Henry. I thought I was. Joleon Lescott scored. I guess it just got disallowed. I missed the aftermath. Oh no, here's the goal. It did count. Henry assist for you, mate.
There we go.
So yeah, kind of Henry. As we're in the process of flip flopping, the fact we've swapped sides, maybe they can flip Lescott and Henry around for you and give you the goal.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, no idea. Again, the screen just said lost connection. Other laptops working. Not clear what's going on there.
I thought you didn't want to embarrass yourself going for a piss again. So
I did go for a piss during. As soon as that went off, I was like, perfect timing. This guy.
Yeah. I thought this is just his excuse. He doesn't want to be honest about going for a piss. So he's pulled some fast one that he's lost his signal. No. I'm waiting for what you're going to come up with the second half where you need to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do at half time now. Force another one out. Not quite sure it can happen. Yeah, Henry captain. We'll take that. Again, Gardner wasn't guaranteed anything. Got a clean sheet still, I suppose.
Yeah, Watford quite comfortable. I'd say a couple of long-range Michael Carrick shots feels like all Bolton have done. So not the battering, at least the one-way traffic I may be expected from Bolton.
They won. Didn't Watford beat someone 1-0 the other week?
They beat everyone 1-0 when everyone loaded up on captain against them. Was it Shearer? Did they win 1-0 at Newcastle the other week when everyone was on Shearer? Was that them?
Might be.
I think I had Shearer and Court, and that Matzidis kept a clean sheet, I think.
Yeah, I know they had a good 1-0 win away against them.
And then I think Blackburn as well. They won two streams in a row when I was on. They won 1-0 away, and I captained someone against them. If
Phillips scores a hat-trick, can one of you sue for me? No, I'm not 12. I'm not going to do that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'll do a Jaeger bomb, but I'm not saying that. Oh, someone else wants it as well. No, not going to do it. No.
Or the youngsters.
But must be.
They're not even a 20-year-old, are they? He was a 20-year-old earlier. That was D. Murphy. He'd definitely want to see you as well. He's a 20-year-old.
No, I'm not happy.
No, it's not.
I'll do it as I regurgitate my Cobra bomb if that happens.
I'm more run around like Alan Shearer with me palm of me hand up in the air. I might do that rather than make a silly noise.
I'm the old version of Grealish, aren't I? So I can't do that. I'm 35, mate. The youth's not with me anymore. I actually played my first game of vets football the other day. That's how bad it's become for me.
I haven't done it yet. I was 37 last week, and I'm still playing Sunday League against a load of whippets.
Yeah, my Sunday League team's fine. I can still do that, no bother. I quit Saturdays in lockdown. I'd always played like a good Sunday before then, but no. After that, I thought no, not doing it no more. Too much time away from the kids. Sundays are right. You can just kick. I mean, I used to be a striker, but I've moved right mid, right back, centre back. So I just kick people now, and in the vets football is even better because they don't run very fast to kick them. It's pretty good.
Viduka again.
Oh, there you go. There's your hat trick again.
What a night this is.
Who owns Viduka?
Oh, how irritating. He's of all of the strikers across the 3 seasons, he's the one I've naturally gravitated to for trust.
Yeah,
I've always done all right out of Viduka for all 3 seasons. He's been very good to me in this game.
Yeah,
this is one of the first hauls I think he's ever got in 3 seasons I haven't owned him for. And he's had quite a few hauls, right? He's
Yeah.
He's like 5 or 6 hat tricks across the 3 seasons.
Not his best season. He was better last year, but yeah, still good. Gil said, "Look good for 35." Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, I do see a few people I used to go to school with. I'm like, fucking hell, how bad was your paper round? Honestly.
Someone thought I was 29 last week, so I was quite happy about that. They were one of my daughter's friends, so I don't know if that counts quite the same. But he wasn't a grown up or someone in a supermarket or something. But
I got a few greys, but I shave them out with the old Grealish cut, so I get away with it basically. And, like, I'm very chilled out. Like, even in my job, like PET, like it's an easy job really. People like slam teaching, but I mean, some days I'm sat in the field teaching football like 4 or 5 times a day. I'm like, how hard can that be?
Dream job in some cases, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. One of them ones. I kind of fell into it. I never thought I'd be a teacher. I mean, I weren't the best at school myself, to be honest, but I kind of went to uni, did those Camp America, worked a couple of summers out there, like teaching football out there, and then kind of just thought, yeah, I can do that. Stick with it. Yeah, loved it. I mean, I might have gone more down the coaching aspect of it, but PE teaching seemed the better option. A few of my mates have done well coaching. They've done, like, again, I've got one lad who works for Watford. One of my other mates works for LA Galaxy, actually. Done really well out there.
That's amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, he's done really well. Good coach.
Second substitute for Newcastle. You might have missed Cole Court went off for Amiobi, and now we've got ball off for Guardso. So Newcastle threw 2 subs in the first 43 minutes.
Why are they doing that? What's going on? 0-0. No reason.
I think the first one was injury related, I think. Not sure about that one. I missed the build up to that comms, but was that an injury as well?
No,
David missed both Viduka's hat tricks. So I'm still surprised Leeds are going for it. So 4-0 and say at least no inkling in the comms that they've shut up shop.
No, I said they were very underrated this week, weren't they? The data wasn't that bad, but everyone looked elsewhere, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to question Martin's there. Where's my 2.7 average for Bolton? He didn't say they weren't going to have a shot in the whole first half, did he, when he told me it was 2.7?
No.
Ball not balling. Yeah, good one, Henry. I like that one.
Oh, we got clean sheet.
I don't think he's been balling ever since they signed him, has he?
No, I thought about him at the start, but he's been shit. Didn't go near it. Villa clean sheet gone. Tottenham clean sheet gone.
Yeah, it's barely any clean sheet wipeouts of note. I've got Rufus.
I've got
obviously as well. Goal. There might be one.
Where's fucking Huckabee?
Oncho clean sheet wiped out. Let's get Andy Johnson on Arsenal. I need Johnson off the bench now, but no, I'm not getting no Oncho clean sheet.
No.
Flitcroft.
Yeah, he's popular. Sunderland, Phillips is going to score again now.
Yeah, of all the keepers, to be fair, Ian Walker's up there on the list of keepers I don't expect to make loads of saves. So you get some keepers, you like your Headmans, you're at Matzidis, you feel like most weeks they're going to save quite a lot.
Yeah.
Walker, I'm actually surprised if he makes a collection of saves, if I'm being honest. I don't think he's very good. That's
my half time. If I hadn't have clicked myself off screen to go for a pee already, I would have been running away. Might be
I'm waiting for the excuse in a minute that your wife's just called you down. There's a spider upstairs you need to deal with or something, so you have to disappear for another couple of minutes. That's your next one.
She dealt with the last one in the house, to be fair. I was like...
My wife wouldn't do that. The amount of times I've been called, there's a big spider up here, and you get to wherever she is, and there's a spider. But she's debatable how big it is.
She's a good girl, my one. She'll do it.
So yeah, half time, Blackburn, Aston Villa 0, Blackburn 1. Burton O'Brien credited with the goal after Maya Hill slipped over in treacherous conditions. Collection of 0-0s follow that down to Leeds 4-0 against Everton, 3 for Viduka and 1 for Robbie Keane. Assists for Kelly, Hart, and possibly the other 2. Would Bowyer get one?
He might score. Did he score?
No, Robbie Keane got the 4th goal.
Yeah.
Maybe Bowyer assist. The 4th one was no assist. Excuse me. Man City 1, Middlesbrough 1. So one chop just equalised. Flitcroft assist, and then Ricard assisted Earnshaw. First goal since he signed. Norwich 1, Arsenal 1. Nolan scored for Norwich, much to most people's frustration. So I'm guessing he's on most people's bench.
Yeah.
Henry with the assist for Jolyon Lescott for Arsenal. Sunderland 2-0 against Leicester. Phillips got 1, and Gavin McCann. Was there an assist in that game? McCann's was no assist.
No, McCann's wasn't. Not sure about
The Phillips one. I can't remember if there was. I don't remember seeing an assist. And then Tottenham 1, Ipswich 1. Eric Bakker penalty. And then Ledley King.
Yeah, Ledley King, no assist.
Not too much to shout about for most. Not too many popular players with goals. Maybe some have got Phillips. Some have probably got Viduka. Other than that, it's pretty dead half, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Viduka, and you win in. Spizers live rent free. Flitcroft bench decided to play right. Yeah, that's a tough call if you got the both of them. Who else we got? A few people wanted Naka. Atherton clean sheet wipeout. Yeah, that would have been popular as well.
He's gone off it a bit. He went for a little streak of
he's on
Halls, Atherton.
He's on his way to Liverpool, isn't he? He's going to retire after a day like Colin Cooper did or whatever.
Outrageous. That was brilliant. Signed him 6 months early.
Yeah.
Only signed him onto a rolling contract, though, rather than a permanent one, and then he just left. There's obviously quite a lot of stupid elements to this game when you look back, but that's up there.
Yeah, he was great last season. Cooper was really good last season.
He wasn't so much that they didn't pick him, but why pre-sign someone and he ends up on a rolling contract about a week later, and then he can just leave?
He's not too bad. Pete Carter in the chat, evening mate. Was I really ever going to bring in Viduka with 1 game when I get Ruud with 2? Probably not. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, it's just people that kept Viduka this week, isn't it?
Of the 4 premiums, we'll say Van Nistelooy, Henry, Viduka, Phillips. I'm not going to include Shearer. I suppose we'll include Shearer as well, but for numerous reasons, I think Viduka was 4th probably on that list. Van Nistelrooy with a double, I think, was probably top. I think Phillips probably for fixture and reliability was probably 2nd, I would say, on that list if he was picking a free hit. I think if he was on free hit this week, I think you would have probably tried to get Viduka and Phillips up front.
What did I do? I do my free hit team each week, and it's probably shit again. Let's have a look.
Would you try to go with maybe York? Would you try to go 2 Man United strikers?
I had Phillips, Van Nistelrooy, and Owen up front, actually.
Yeah, that's understandable. I think that's pretty fair free hit strike force.
Yeah, and then I had Pedersen, Hendry, and then I had Partridge, Carrick, Everington in the midfield. And then I had Gardner, Tome, Rufus, Mills, Gray. I don't know if did Gray get the other assist?
Could have been him.
Yeah,
it could have been him. It's hard this week because the 2 weeks I've actually free hit. There's been 2 weeks where there hasn't actually been loads of like viable premiums. So I think both my free hits have actually struggled to spend the money. I've not been short of money at all in either of the 2 weeks I used mine. This week, there were so many premium strikers. You got Veron, Pedersen. Money would have been tight, I think, on a free hit this week.
Yeah, I say I'll do one each week on that thread, and every week I'll crack myself thinking I'm gonna accidentally click save and have a -4. It would have been a -48. I would have taken if I clicked that button this week. Yeah, and they wouldn't have been doing that great either. Sunderland defence being all right. Phillips, yeah, wouldn't have made up for it. That's for sure. It was a good idea when I started, but like I said, every week I think I'm gonna mess that up. And then I'm going to text captain and say, can you fix this? And he's going to tell me to bugger off. And
it's not even captain. I think it's Sean, the guy in Australia that does a lot of that sort of, that runs the website like that. I think I might be wrong. But if you do it quite close to the deadline and the guy's in bed 3 a.m. in Australia, you're going to be struggling to get it reversed.
Oh, here we go. Someone's been on the dirty sites and they're appearing on the right-hand side. Who's that? Who should we blame that on?
Benno's got to be prime candidate number 1.
Yeah, Benno, close your tabs down, mate.
Yes, I think
I see it in the comments sometimes. It's like a random thing like that, and they put it on anything to try and get whatever. But like, how have they found this stream? Honestly,
I like the fact they've really differentiated each comment with different emojis.
Right. If someone goes on that link and tells me about it, I'll do a Cobra Bomb.
Well, Pep Talk's interested, so maybe we can get Love Chat to send Pep Talk a personal message rather than clog up our chat. And they can sort it out between themselves. Anyone on the best adult dating site? Pick a decent team. There's your challenge this week in the chat. We usually try and twist player names to something that fits a certain theme. Let's see if you can twist the player name this week for something semi-X-rated. Obviously, this is a family stream, so be a bit careful.
Peter and Love Chat.
Yeah, he didn't make this game, did he? It's a bit too early.
Yeah. Great player. A few people.
Yeah, maybe we won't do that challenge. It could get a bit too spicy, I think.
Right, I'm almost out of beer. I might go for the Parma Violet. I'm yet to drink a Jaeger bomb. What's Parla doing?
He's playing. I've not seen his name actually even mentioned. Maybe he'll be Cobra bombing tonight, just when he gets a mention, let alone doing anything.
I knew last week I'd put to, obviously captain got loads of his comms in, and I'd said like I put the symbol for Cobra Bomb for Parla, and nothing had happened in the first half, and I was like, I guarantee he scores or assists in the second half, and then he did. Had that drink waiting.
I didn't watch last Thursday. I was out, and some people rewatch on the Friday morning if they miss it on the Thursday. I didn't get the chance to with work, so yeah, I should have rewatched the stream to see how many stupid words got included and how well he did.
Yeah, he did well. I think a few people spotted him. Who have we got? I'm not even sure. Can we read these ones out? I'm not sure on the right.
We'll keep it chat only.
Yeah. Be a few.
Wavy's probably got the gist of the game more. So most other people have just actually written a player name in, which does kind of fit the thread, but
yeah. No, the Carno one I could, yeah, maybe.
we won't read them out. We'll just chuckle on stream and we'll banish it to the history of the live chat.
Yeah.
But there'll be some names in there that people can have a chuckle.
Don't blame us, Captain. This is all it's all Benno's fault for leaving his tabs open. Don't blame us.
The messages have been deleted. Just deleted them all, Benno. He's obviously embarrassed now. I am going to disappear and get another drink in a minute. I think I'm all right for... I've got a very oversized can of vanilla Coke. I could drink that. I know that's not everyone's common choice of drink. I'm quite random with my drinks.
Yeah, I've got the Parma Violet. Yeah, I've got ice in the freezer, but it's too far away. I'll have to do it on the side there. What are my score predictions? Leeds 2, Everton 0. So absolutely wrong. Norwich 1, Arsenal 3. So maybe. Yeah, could happen.
Yeah. Could.
Man City 2, Borough 1. That could happen. Liverpool.
It's a bit of a worry, isn't it? First half tends to have more goals, typically.
Yeah.
And certainly the last 20 minutes can be fairly dead. It feels like every week I'm on, you get like 2 goals after 70 minutes.
Liverpool 3-0. That's looking less likely now. That looks like your normal, typical late on 1-0, 2-0. Chelsea 1, Man United 1. Could happen still. Tottenham 3, Ipswich 2. Could happen. Bit more. Villa 3-0. That's one that's obviously gone wrong.
We can't allow for... To be fair, we should have realised that not that Peter Enkelman's a brilliant goalkeeper in this game, but Myhill's worse, right?
Yeah, terrible keepers. Bolton 4-2. Well, that's Pedersen 4 in the second half. That's come in. That's a definite. Coventry 1, Newcastle 3. That's boring at the moment. Coventry are better than what you think.
If you've seen the state of their midfield, though, in the lineup.
Yeah, terrible today. But
they've got a decent keeper. I think Walker is quite underrated. I know he was at Charlton, wasn't he, in season 1?
Yes,
season 2.
Scott Walker.
Yeah, he's not. But attribute-wise, he's better than I realised. He's a bit of a bonus point piece as well. I think for average rating, if you go on like Whitebeard's site for average rating, he'll be up there.
Yeah, he's actually. I think he's on the first page for scoring defenders, which isn't bad for a 4.5.
And then most of them will be bonus points more than clean sheets. He's been pretty reliable for like 8 average rating. And obviously, if it's a team like Coventry, an 8 could be 2 or even 3 bonus points. So, yeah, he's been useful. Not that you would never have owned him, I don't think, because of Headman. But
No. Yeah, well, again, we were doing a better long hold for one of your 4.5s. I've been on a few of them this season.
I don't think I've owned. I don't recall really having one for most of the season.
What's Captain said? Yeah, it's the positioning bug. What's he on about there? Pep Talk said something.
It's to do with the basically the more seasons you play on this game, the less goals are scored. It's kind of tried and tested as being just the general theme of the game.
Yeah, again, another reason why you can't really carry. Again, I love this game, but I would be in agreement that season 4 of this sim is probably a no-go.
I do think the games are better when you know more of the players. I know we'll remember more because we're of an age where we was following football to a decent level when these players are in their peak, where some younger players might not know or some of the players that play from overseas. I know that David Strom's quite young and from Norway. He's probably not familiar with most of these players.
Yeah.
Where we are. But I think it is a bit less enjoyable when it's a load of regens.
I'd like to start it again. Would be mine. That would be my vote.
There's a few patches, aren't there, that people would consider?
Yeah, patches might be the more favourable online. But like everyone, we know how hard Captain and Panda work. Break is the main thing. They do so many hours a week on here. And again, like people like me will offer to help out, and if I can in any way in the future, like even if it means not playing the game myself, I'm quite happy to do what I can. But we'll have to see how it goes. Basically, I think definitely take a chill out for a bit, enjoy the October the 8th, and we'll see where we go from there.
Everyone will be getting fed up with FPL by sort of February, March.
Yeah. How you started on that so far?
What was I? 1.3 million. I got 69 points game week 1. Talking about the random theme for the chat, I got 69 points this week. So
67, me.
Yeah, so steady enough. I only had of all the sort of big point scorers, I only had Salah, no Haaland, no Zinchenko, no Kulusevski. So there's plenty of players with 2 of those players. They've only beat me by a couple of points. So overall, I'm fairly content, I think.
Mine were defenders: Trippier, Cancelo, James, Edison.
I had all 4 of those as well.
I think.
I
think I do listen to you again on the Man On podcast. I'll probably do myself in the bad books here. Probably listen to you a bit more.
But yeah, I agree with that. Listen to me more than Martin, Thomas, and Darren, definitely. But I wouldn't listen to me over maybe some other people in the community. But
when they do a stream with me, I'll listen to them more. But for tonight, it's you, mate.
I finished top out the 4 of us in FPL last year. So
not surprising against that bunch, mate. Golden.
Double change for Coventry that no one cares about, but we'll mention it happened. Just for reference, so 4 substitutes already in that Coventry-Newcastle game now.
That's a big one.
Let's brace ourselves for the pre-60 subs. Probably for one of our defenders who are keeping a clean sheet. We'll probably go off in a minute and get 1 point for them.
Yeah, lots of love for Captain. Good work. Yeah, they deserve it, don't they? Again, imagine the effort to do this and not actually play it yourself as well.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, mental.
All right, yeah, top.
I'm waiting for the poor sod here who's somehow needed to play a Bradford defender this week. And obviously Bradford defenders, I'm going to guess here, especially the fullbacks, have probably got quite a low average rating at the moment because... Oh, hang on. If they score that, my argument's going to be taken away.
Michael Owen. Oh,
it's an open goal. But yeah, can you imagine having a Bradford left back here who's going to get subbed off with a clean sheet at 58 minutes? You get 1 point.
Michael Owen's a shit one on this sim, isn't he? Always injured, never delivers.
I've got an eye on maybe having him in game week 38. They've got quite a good home game, I think, in game week 38.
I think last season I jumped on him at times. I've not gone anywhere near him this year.
I don't think I've owned him. I owned Heskey in season 1 because historically he's good on this game and he's good for bonus points. And as playing the game myself, he tends to be quite good.
Owen's overpriced on this sim. I don't even know how many he's scored this year. I'd be surprised if it's more than 6.
We'll see if it flashes through the bottom. But there's some surprise. I say when you was off, Stephen Hughes has got 11 assists. It doesn't feel like he's done anything this year.
No, was it last year when he started mad? How many has he got?
No, he's not on there. How the hell has Malcolm Christie scored more goals than Ruud van Nistelooy?
Because he scored a hat-trick when we sold him, Craig. You remember that well.
Yeah, that's only 3. Where's the other 10 come from?
Didn't he score another one? Or he scored a brace of week, didn't he?
There's your boy Parler.
Martin's just said, can't hear you down there, Craig. Is he above you already so far?
Yeah, he's beating me by 1 point, so he's getting a bit carried away. He's got 70 at the minute. He's 1 point ahead.
He's all right.
I even challenged myself on this game. My team name on this is ahead of man on Martin, so I put the challenge out in game week 1 for Champ. You got in front of me a couple of weeks ago because he had that ridiculously good game week. I think it was that game week. Was
that when he had Bent and all that lot?
Yeah. He went from miles behind to miles ahead, but then he let himself down last week, and I got back in front again. So he's had his one moment of good return. How
long does it take him to do all that data every week? Again, he does a good shift.
Yeah, it's long. It's quite long. I don't know how long it takes him. From memory, I did data first 2 seasons properly in season 2. Like season 1 was obviously learning how to do it with Luke's help. We kind of got the gist of how to do it. So, but season 2, I ran it every week. I didn't run a stream on it, but I did it for my own sort of information. And I would say it probably took me somewhere between 2-3 hours to run the sims and collate it, because I always ran the sims again every week.
Yeah.
In theory, you could run 10 full seasons.
Yeah.
And then
see, some people do it with like friendlies and stuff, don't they? And I don't think that's quite.
I always liked when I did it to be, I was a bit OCD about it. I wanted the right players in there, and I wanted, if someone was injured, I'd take them out.
Yeah.
Because you could run a sim. So you start the season, you run 10 sims all the way through, and the match you looking at might be like April in your sim.
Yeah.
By that point, there's 8 new signings in each squad. There's a couple of injuries or something. Players.
So would you do mainly friendlies as well then?
No, I run it as. No, I didn't run it as friendlies. I run it as seasons, but I would, if someone was injured for a week, I would injure them for the season.
Yeah.
And try and do it more like that, and try and. I would load the game up and try and get the fixtures near the start, and then rerun that. He's quite long-winded and massively awkward. I'm sure there was more efficient ways to do it than the way I did it. And I say certain players I probably didn't even need to bother integrating in. Like obviously when Henrik Larsson signed, I had it in when Chadwick
again. There you go. He's done it. So that's 3-0 and 2 Phillips goals 3 seasons in a row.
Loves playing Leicester.
Yeah.
But I don't know how Martin does it. I think looking at some of the man of the matches he gets, where sometimes it's some rogue players, I reckon he maybe does it more the way where you run it at the start of the year, just play it all the way through. And if you get a rogue signing, so what?
Yeah.
I think Benno did it like that as well in season 2. He'd share some data with me in season 2, and someone's got man of the match. And I'm like, who's that? He goes, oh, someone's just signed him.
Yeah. No, well, it's all useful. It definitely.
Because you're playing it more for the tactics rather than the actual individual players.
I mean, everything I do is from all your data or Martin's data.
Because I used to try and collect like a load of random stuff to try and get an edge. Like I would look at how many shots players had. So you needed the right players in the right positions, because I didn't want to know how many shots Tommy Smith had if he happened to sign for Chelsea. I wanted to know the 2 strikers that were likely to play that week. And I would try and find sort of patterns. If X strikers having 4 shots on average every week, that was more important to me than how many goals they scored, because it's variance, right? But if you know someone's going to get 4 or 5 shots, their chances of a hat-trick are quite high. So I was definitely more looking at shots when I ran sims rather than returns. Like stuff, and that's all on points, isn't it? You don't know how many that's come from goals or assists or bonus average rating.
Yeah,
and that's more than enough to help people manage.
No, it's all very useful. I say I'd love to go back to the start with the knowledge I've got now. Obviously, I played the game, but I had no knowledge really, and I've kind of again I just tried to sponge it in, watch a lot of like Martin stuff and Man On this year and Luke's data from the first year and just try to get it from there, basically.
I think everyone's worked out how to do it a little bit differently now. I say it's just hard when you get to this point of the season because let's be fair, a lot of managers, with Luke being where he is, it's hard for managers maybe to have the incentive to keep playing now. Everyone's obviously starts the season with big ambition.
Yeah.
When you've got some chips left, you feel like, I can peg this gap back. I've got a triple captain to use or a free hit.
I love Luke, but every opportunity I get to call him boring at the moment, I'm taking.
But
so vanilla and won it. Love it.
Anyone now that's around the 100 overall ranking, it's hard to find enthusiasm. So it could be right.
Yeah,
you still run you still do your tweets. We still do pods every week, but
yeah, that's what I mean. It's all about getting in there. Or Perez.
I'm still keen to maybe try and do one more sort of one of my random pods. I'll call it. Obviously, do the Man On stuff with Martin most weeks, but I might try and find a week to do one more of my sort of themed ones. Because I haven't done one of them for a little while, so maybe just the players to look out for the last couple of weeks or something. And try and fit. We've got 6 weeks to find another themed one.
Wondered what was going on there. There's a fucking tap in the background.
Madison, welcome to the game, buddy. You gonna do something? We had a shot. I'll take that.
There we go. Would have been a superb goal.
Hit some corners. Oh, he's in there again.
There you go. Here's your goal, again. Here's your goal, mate. Oh!
I thought it was more infuriating having your player not even mentioned in the comms or missing a load of.
As captain, when did they do those comms? Is that after we've sent our teams in as well?
No,
I presume that's
I think they run the match stream on a Sunday, Monday time.
Yeah,
so that gives them Chris a couple of days to write the comms. But I think he's got the flexibility now that even right now he could add something. Don't be surprised now in the next minute if you write something stupid in the comments. You can update it as it goes along.
Yeah, I feel like that was a dig at you for Pedersen.
I had a good Johnson owner. I don't know how many views there are, but he's just gone off.
Captain, was that a legitimate comms or was that a dig at Craig? And if so, if Pedersen misses any more, let's wind him up.
Your Johnson off for Leon Knight, so 1 point and locked in. I don't know why you'd have good Johnson right now.
No, boring. Michael Owen, boring. Not a fan of them. Oh, there you go. Nothing to do with Craig. More Panda, if anyone. Here we go. They're on the attack. Let's see, more goals are coming. You've got to get some of this half.
Benno's still logging into YouTube with the wrong account. He's probably a man who's got like 6 YouTube accounts for whatever he's up to.
Yeah.
So forgot himself.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm going to be hungover tomorrow. Be good.
Oh, I'd absolutely love it now if that channel, that love chat, actually made an actual comment about ChampMan.
Yeah.
Go on Phillips or something.
Yeah, but yeah. As Scowcroft scored that, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be so good if that came up with an actual comment.
Oh, I love it.
Luke's joined the chat to moan. I think on Discord he was debating getting Phillips in for a -4, but
Good.
he didn't do it. I think he decided he didn't want to take the hit, and now he scored 2 goals.
I wonder if he's been in long enough to hear me call him boring yet or not. I don't know. We'll see.
Chance there for Titoff with a rare Everton attack.
Luke, I love you, but I hate how you played this sim. So much good knowledge put to use. It's the wrong way to do it.
Oh, he's fairly open with what he does, right? He does share his knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, -4. Oh, yeah. Well, big gambler. I almost did a -16, mate. And that's why I'm under and something.
Yep.
I love it. I'll do it again. I'm trying to see what my rank is. It's been all over the place.
You're like me now, Andrew. I think. Do you care if you finish 95th or 300th? Makes no difference.
What if I'm 96th or 140th? Makes no difference to me. I'd rather watch the streams, have Gardner as captain, and him score 3 from left back. That's the way I'd rather do it. It's all about, for me, enjoying the Thursday. And I'm trying not to get in the summer holidays.
Oh, it's just gone off, by the way.
Yeah, there we go.
360 minutes. Heskey's on.
Trying to get on the stream, really, basically. Again, like with not really drinking much in the week, so this is kind of like my one big night to have a beer and have a good time, basically. Luke, I thought we were friends. We are friends, mate. I love you to bits. That's what makes it even worse of seeing how well you're doing. I hope you're coming on the 8th, mate. You better be. I presume that's the case. If I think we'd change the date if he wasn't, to be fair.
His schedule's, I think, a little bit more demanding than some other people's with his shift work and stuff. So,
be a PE teacher, mate. Piece of piss. Easy. One of the kids will find that one day and share it to their friends, won't they? KP. Yeah, Luke's there. Good stuff.
We're all there. Literally everyone. All of the.
Get the train down. Get the train down with me, mate. I'll have a bottle of Jaeger waiting for you.
Yeah, it'd be good. So I think it sounds like most of the familiar faces, at least, will be there, which is good.
Yeah,
the community is very big, but there's only a handful. Maybe we can put a name to a face. I think most of them will be there. I'm not sure, but I haven't heard confirmation about Andy Martin, but I think most of the other ones are there.
Yeah, hopefully been there. Yeah. People need to be nicer to him. He's been getting some shit online recently.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen a bit. I think I saw him moan about it. Andy's there as well. Luke wanted to be a PE teacher. Yeah, take it, mate. It's easy. Go for a warm up. Come back in 5 minutes. Put some cones out. Do this. Easy. Random sports though, like ones I never like. I teach like chuck ball and stuff like that. Like I'd never even heard of it. Like
we did canoeing in my GCSE PE.
Oh wow!
I went to a posh school.
That sound a bit posh, mate.
I went to school in East London, and my school was right by Docklands, so obviously the River Thames sort of runs there, and there was like a canoeing centre, like a 5-minute walk away from my school. And considering it would have been much easier just to send everyone onto the field and play rugby or to go onto the school tennis courts, they obviously paid money to get. I think there was about 15 of us doing GCSE PE that went down to the canoeing centre once a week to do bits, which was pretty cool in hindsight.
I did that stuff at uni, not at school. Uni was so good. Oh my God. Best time of my life. I was the worst. I was like the Mr. there forever. So I did a 3-year course in 5 years. And and then I worked at, even when I was then working in a school, I'd done something ridiculous. Like I'd been out every Monday and Wednesday night for like 7 or 8 years or something like that. It was ridiculous. Like I was just all about the social life of it. Just loved it. Like for me, I don't like if you went uni and that. Like you play sports on your Wednesday.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and just like even in terms of my football, it's the best.
Athens just gone off, by the way. But it did make it past 60 minutes, just about. But just quickly, he's been substituted.
Yeah, in
case people missed it. Yeah, I won my student union pool tournament. That's what I was probably most famous for at uni.
Yeah,
so I won. We had a pool table, and I used to do pool competitions over time, and I was my university's pool champion.
Mate, I was a nightmare. First year of uni. I was drinking beer out of a funnel in a park, and someone was like, "Oh, you meant to be in an exam right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, but we'll worry about that later." And then I went to America, and then that's when I did like my coaching and stuff. And I was like, because I kind of went to uni, I didn't mean to go there, if you know what I mean. I didn't even want to go to sixth form and stuff. Parents just said move out or stay in education. So
ended up two evils, right?
Yeah, ended up being a PE teacher. But weird journeys again. We know that when we meet up on the 8th and stuff, like we all work in different professions and stuff, and there's no like right job to like play this game and stuff. It just is what it is.
Yeah, very varied.
That's a big one. That is.
I need to go and find a mixer for my gin.
Go get your glow up in the bottle. Your glow up bottle. I want to see that again.
I'll have to go and get a Lucasade to have with it if you want me to do
that. Yes, we said we'd do that on the 8th, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I don't think we'll be able to get that, but yeah, do it.
Hold the fort. But let me just see if Lee Hendry's going to get something, and then I'll. He's missed. Let me go and get a Lucasade.
Crack on, mate. Right, what we got in the chat? Let's go, Benjamin. Yeah, already said Andy's going to be there. That's good. Yeah, having a agreed. Andre, he's just having a laugh and getting a light stick. Yeah, classics. ChampMan second half. Got to try and make sure you chat through the nonsense. That's the way it is. Me and Craig probably haven't been very good for keeping up to date with what's going on the screen in front of us, but you can all read, hopefully, so you can keep up with it. Nicky Butt came off. Lampard, worst game of the season so far. Nicky Butt, Panda, take that price down.
you should have that free price drop.
Honestly, Nicky, 7.5 million. I didn't think that. I was like, what?
Here we go. We're off.
Defensive midfielder. Lucasade, yes.
Here's the orange one, and here's the
glow in the bottle. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we're going to drink in London. We're going to go to a little. If we can't find it in a bar, we'll go to a corner shop, find a glow in the dark bottle of gin.
I'm sure the wife will dedicate this one to the cause. I'll bring this.
Oh my God!
If you've got your Jaeger on the train, I'll bring.
Craig, look at the chat. Oh my God! That is fantastic.
What, Moyes?
No, look what Love Chat has left scored yet. What a hero. What a hero. That's Kevin Nolan scored 2. I missed that. Oh my God. Doesn't even matter.
We're too busy. We've been so busy sidetracked by other things. We've missed that. We've only got one job, Andrew, to call the goal scorers. We ain't even managing to do that.
That's better. That's better.
Can we find anyone in the chat that's actually played Kevin Nolan apart from Love Chat? I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
But
what is Love Chat, baby? Don't hurt me. Brilliant.
Don't get Ali just saying Van Nistelrooy a big trap. I don't think this was a game where we expected a return.
Tomorrow night.
If you've got anything off Van Nistelrooy for this, that's a plus. Really, you're putting all your eggs on the Leicester basket with that one.
I'm getting a Cobra.
Hang on.
I'm getting a Cobra for a Cobra bomb just because Love Chat said about Lescott. I think that's worthy.
Pen to Tottenham, Gary Breen, 2-footed tackle. He could be off as well, yeah.
He's off. Who takes some Spurs?
Who's going to take him for Spurs these days?
Get Fugelstad on it.
I don't know what he's pen.
No, it'd be shit.
Right,
I'm getting a Cobra bomb for old Love Chat. What a hero.
It's in. Rebrov. 2-1 Tottenham. Just his 3rd goal of the season for Rebrov.
He's dog shit.
David was trying to convince me this week to get Everson in. Maybe not just for this week, but as was a genuine option. Sorry, it might not have been David. It was me and Martin that was talking about it.
Honestly.
Not David. I'll take that back. It was Martin. We were talking about it.
They're proper watching. We need a parlour goal for the Cobra.
Is that exactly the same? If someone logged in themselves as Love Chat XYZ, is there a subtle difference, a double space in their name, or I don't know? Fair play to whoever's gone and done it, but
I don't know. I think he deleted them earlier. Oh, I love it. Oh my God. You can't predict these things, can you? I said that to my missus. We watched stream last week. She's like, it's a bit quiet at times. She's like, what are you going to talk about? I was like, there'll be something. Like, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a shot glass around here.
I think us two more than most as well. Don't have trouble talking. I think it's fair to say.
No,
I think
exactly.
talking comes quite easily to us two.
Yeah. I'll take a while. That's why I get beard up, mate. I'm a bit of an introvert to begin with, but I'll get there. As soon as the Cobra worms come flying, I'm all good.
I'm used to it at work, to be fair. Most of my office and wider team can be a bit quiet and reserved, should we say? It's probably a polite way of putting it.
Yeah.
So I feel there's a bit of pressure on me sometimes to be a prat and do silly things.
I've always found I'm just better with alcohol, really. Like always good up for a chat, but get some beers in me and it gets better, basically.
I'm not sure I've said before. I might apologize if I've said this before and it's an old story, but during lockdown, we had a Zoom call at work and I did an arrangement with some farm somewhere in the UK. I basically gave them the link to my team call and a goat came onto the call. So we had a team call, all of a sudden it was in a goat pen and the goat was on there being a goat, basically making all the noises, eating all the hay. But I didn't expect, I basically told the whole team that a special guest was coming on the call. They were trying to work out who it was. We've got like brand ambassadors at work and they thought it was going to be one of them. And it weren't. It was a goat called Terence who came on and just started making all these random noises and stuff. But
love it. Terence.
Loosened the, get a bit boring, don't they, the team call, especially over lockdown. So spiced it up a little bit for a one-off meeting.
Captain said he reckons it's D Murphy. I wouldn't put that past it. Right, drinking a Cobra bomb, why not? Nothing to do tomorrow.
Someone's blaming connection as being the guilty party. Liverpool scored there. Yep. I missed that one. I was looking at the chat and I've only got one screen, but I think Liverpool just scored.
Yeah, they have. It was Partridge.
Not him. Not him.
It's not been a good week, actually, is it? Never got anything.
I could just about tolerate an assist from a corner, but bloody diving headers from Richie Partridge.
Man United.
Veron. Yeah, that's basically well, you get your clean sheet.
Oh yeah, and Dunn's going to get an assist here as well. Oh no, but Ruud. Ooh.
I don't think I want Man United to score, so I've got two Chelsea defenders. I think that's probably more important to me than the Van Nistelooy return. Yeah, Veron clearly not getting any bonus points now, but so you got the clean sheet locked in. So 3 points for Veron owners, 6 if you captained him.
Yeah, vice captain.
Probably not too bad tonight. 6 for this.
What do you get a vice captain? 4, 5.
You'll get a half of 3. I think it gets rounded up. So I think you'll get 5. I don't know if it gets rounded up or down if it's a half point.
Yeah, but to be honest, 5 off the first game isn't that bad.
No, I think you've probably taken 12, wouldn't you, this week from Veron?
Yeah, that's all right. If he scores or gets an assist off Leicester, that's not too bad. Right, Chadwick, ticking off, Hadji, Huckabee, Henry, and Gill. You need to wake up. Yeah, not a lot. Basically, it's Phillips and Nolan and Viduka tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, a few clean sheets. Kirkland, double Chelsea. In my case, Gary Kelly. So defence looking fairly good again. Yeah,
Kelly and Kirkland.
I've not had a goal yet, I don't think.
No goals for me.
Angel, who's my strikers? Angel, Van Nistelooy, and Johnson's still not on yet, is he?
No, don't believe it. Come on. We could have easily missed that, but I don't think so. Rounded down. Don't round it down, round it up.
So you get 4 then for Veron. So far, I think you'll get an appearance and some bonus points at least in the other game.
It's better than your normal vice captain stuff. And in fairness, Gardner. I mean, I would have had a clean sheet to be fair. Honorary assists.
I could be celebrating my extra 1 point out of Henrik Pedersen. He's getting a clean sheet as well. That might be all I get from him.
He's gonna score. He's got to.
I'm glad you've got confidence because I haven't.
Malcolm Christie.
Is there any teams I want to score? Who's quite well-owned defender? I haven't got. Probably Chelsea. I wouldn't mind a Chelsea goal here because I haven't got a Man United defender this week.
Yeah,
So Chelsea goal would be
Yeah,
nice.
Chadwick goal. Oh, boring Luke will have double Chelsea, knowing him.
Yeah, I think he has still got. I'm really taking free kick. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh no, I thought Johnson was coming on.
Upson replace Cole.
They're losing away to Norwich, and it's far more important to bring Upson on than what it is a striker. Yeah, good one, Arsenal.
Omri's at the bar. Oh, here we go. Another Cobra bomb.
Great logic from this game, and it 2-1 down to a team in a relegation zone. We'll bring Matt Upson on.
Yeah, just it's not very well run, is it? Again, that's what makes it longer. I saw they changed the manager of Brighton. Couldn't risk it skipping on.
Love Chats wants me to do the Shearer.
Yeah.
Oh, Boulder Bet almost scored. Have we got a runner? If Henrik Pedersen scores, I'll actually do a full lap round my conservatory with Boulder Bet.
Ooh.
Big goal in the relegation battle. That could be.
Yeah, good job we didn't do it in the garden. I got a pool up in there. I might have jumped in if I was.
I've got a pool in my garden. I ain't got any water in it though.
Yeah, it's just a little shit paddling one for the kids, but yeah, I might have gone in that. B Brett, who the hell are you?
Boulder Bet. Well,
that's a highly valued goal, isn't it? I'm sure loads of people have got B Bet and El Pal.
It looks more like a shirt sponsor for Premier League team about 5 years ago than a player in a computer game.
Are you playing Gaffer this year?
No, mate. Too many games. I'm playing Sky Fantasy and obviously FPL.
Yeah,
that's enough for me.
I've avoided Sky. Gaffer shit. I might have to take a wild card already. Dog shit.
I was more inclined to sort of enter some more like FPL side leagues and stuff where like I've joined a predictor league where there's like various challenges each week and more games like related to the Premier League like that. So it's only guessing scores and a few other little odd bits and pieces, but I think I'd rather do that than try and dedicate time to Gaffer. With me, I don't really like playing fantasy games and just like logging on 15 minutes before the deadline and copying everyone else.
Yeah.
But I can't commit to following 12 championship games every week to enough of the focus.
Gaffer's easy for me because I'm used to having it up for this. I did it I did all right last year actually, but again, I surprisingly did well because I missed so many weeks. I probably had about 6-7 weeks where I didn't even check my team. I still did all right.
Yeah, I couldn't just go on there every week and look at the points tallies and think, oh, this guy must be good value for money, and I'll get him based on how many points he's got so far. Or I don't want to keep badgering Martin and Darren every week. Oh, is this guy a good transfer? Because they obviously follow it more closely than I would.
Yeah, well, exactly. I support Birmingham, so I'm kind of in watching that shit anyway. So we've actually done all right so far.
Yeah, I'll keep up with the league table. Generally have a look through the scores on like live score and stuff on the weekend, but not exactly who's playing well and in what position and who's out of position, those sorts of things. But keeping track of goal scorers and league tables and things.
What's the Smiths done? I'm playing Fantasy 100. I got to number 1 overall and 1 final tickets. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff, mate.
Yes.
I saw a few pictures of him going to that meet and stuff. Like, good stuff.
Yeah, anyone that I know that wins anything.
I'm only really getting into the community recently. Like, I've always played fantasy football. I think I've done well. I've won the majority of my leagues and stuff the past few years, but I've kept this under wraps. So I'm in a few leagues for money this year, and I've not told anyone about like I do this shit. So hopefully I'll be a bit of an underdog in it. Basically, there's this guy from my school who beats me honestly, it annoys me so much. I sent him my team because he beats me every year. I'm always second in that league. And I'm like, oh yeah, what do you reckon to my team? And then he was like, oh, yeah, you don't want Saka, you want Kulusevski. And I was like, not sure about that one. And he made me look stupid already.
I think a few people I would use the word wizened up. It's probably not the best way of putting it, but I think a few people know that I'm a bit more engaged now. I think people thought that I used to take it seriously, but they didn't know I did podcasts about it and was active on Twitter about it and things. I think there's about 30 people in my work, sort of cash league. So you'd like to think I've got an edge over probably at least 20 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Probably a good 15, 20 that don't really do much each week apart from logging on a Friday, in which case they've missed all the price rises and those sorts of... They're the things, aren't they? The people that don't take it seriously, they might want to do Kane to Haaland, but wait till Friday. And then they're priced out of it, aren't they?
Yeah, you done that as well? I have.
Yeah, I did it Sunday, about 9 o'clock, I think, Sunday night.
Yeah, I literally was waiting for him to finish the game and get subbed and then did it.
I waited a few hours Sunday night, but all the projections were saying he was going to change whatever time it is, 2 a.m, isn't it? Or whatever time it is. So I just did it about 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, just on the Smiths, yeah, anxiety through the roof. Yeah, no, well done for going, mate. That's very good of you. Again, if you can come to the ChampMan one, like, we're more than welcome. Yeah, I'll do a Jaeger bomb with you at the bar. Like, we good to see anyone who plays the game.
Marinelli on for Miller. Sorry about the fact we haven't actually commented a lot second half. It's only been about 4 goals, though, to be fair. We haven't missed a lot. It's not like we're deliberately missing stuff.
They can read, Craig. It's fine.
Don't need us, do they? Just put all the comms up.
No, just the comms, and we're just 2 idiots talking shit in the background. It's fine.
There's Jeffers still on. Why has he not gone off yet?
He's going to score, that's why.
Oncho, best get 3 bonus points now if I'm gonna get him off the bench. Oh, Kevin Nolan, second sub, and I'm gonna get my first sub on. How frustrating.
No, yeah, that's my plea. Anyone who's watching this tonight, come on the 8th. Like, I'm not anyone. Like, I've done 2 streams with Craig. I've not spoke to any of the other lads apart from Captain and Panda when I've done streams with them. Like, I'll be meeting Martin and whatever for the first time. Just come and do it.
I've still only met Martin and Darren once.
Yeah.
So we've been podding together for like 2 seasons. I've never met Thomas in person still.
Yeah.
And I've only met Darren and Martin in person once. So it's not like we...
I don't know what's going on with Thomas. I was blocked by him for a while, but now I'm back again. So I don't know what I did.
I'll put a good word in for you, mate. I'll put a good word in.
Yeah. And he's a real person,
yeah. Yeah, he's back in it again. So he's trying to do a few more pods with us over the summer. He works in a school as well, so he's obviously a bit more flexy now.
Yeah.
But he's got a few kids and stuff. So I think in the week, throughout most of the season with work and family, I think it was just getting a bit too difficult for him to fit it all in.
Yeah, it's tough. You've got to have that support. Again, with me, like, I've had to kind of beg the missus and say, put them to bed, like, help me out and stuff. But, like, I'm up for any of that stuff, like get involved with Gaffer, FPL.
Yeah.
As much as I can, really, now. I like it.
You get a bit of a bug for podding, don't you? Once you do it and streaming a couple of times. You get a bit nervous before you do it the first time and you think, I'm not sure if this is for me. How will it go? You do a couple and then...
Martin's just said he can see me ended up getting in a pickle with you, Andrew. I presume that's me, meaning I'm going to get him so drunk he's going to be in a ditch somewhere. Because it'll be all good fun apart from that, Martin. Like,
you always get that one guy at most events that's not necessarily the heaviest drinker, but is very proactive in terms of getting the shots in.
Yeah,
and I think you could be one of those. I'm not nervous about it, but if there's one person proactive at the bar, let's do all these shots.
I'll grab Captain and Panda's bank card and I'll start ordering around all the time. Yeah, hopefully that's what Marty means. Getting the right type of pickle.
Trevor Benjamin. Oh, a new name for tonight. 1 shot, 1 off target. He didn't start, did he? I think Sturridge started, so that's another substitute I missed. He must have come on for Sturridge, I would think.
Who, Benjamin?
Yeah, I think Sturridge started tonight.
Did he? I'll check that. I thought he started.
I saw his name earlier because they had a slightly iffy team, didn't they? Leicester. Not that it's not a rep team because they're away, but Elliott wasn't random midfield. McAnuff centre mid. I'm sure he was up front. Sturridge.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I took my notes, but I did rush through some of the crap teams. Didn't take too much note to them. Let's see if we can find that one. Who did they play? Leicester.
Sunderland. Tommy Gonzo there. No idea of the venue. It'll be in London. As far as there's a few options being spoken about, but nothing confirmed as yet. So I'm sure the official Twitter account will share the venue as soon as possible.
It's not going to please anyone. It's not on anyone's doorstep, but you just have to go do these things, don't you?
Want to read? Is Pedersen taking the piss? Yeah, you could call it that. Bolton, I say, I'm intrigued at the end of this game to see how many chances they've had, because if they were scoring 2.7 on average and having about 11 attempts, they're nowhere near that tonight, I don't think.
Craig, not that I'm drunk, but I'm looking for the teams. I can't remember what I'm looking for again.
You're looking for Leicester, but it's all right. Someone's already put it in the comms to say that in the chat even. So they beat you to it. Travo's beating you to it in the chat.
It's not hard. It's blurry.
And Norwich going to score again. James Marchant. Ooh. How's it looking for relegation? Decent point for Watford. Norwich are winning. Bad night for Leicester.
Big win for Spurs. They might be out of it. Might be close to it.
Yeah, quite a big night actually. Isn't it? Coventry winning, Norwich winning, Tottenham winning.
Benjamin Bench. Yeah, there's a few people that would have
Bradford, say, but they would have expected to lose this, so they're not relegated. They're away from it. We'll see in a sec. League table will be updated. Arsenal got to finish 7th here. They're going to struggle to catch Man City. Look at that.
Do you know what Liverpool remind me of? Luke. They just win, but boring.
Yes, it's gradually a few teams getting away. It's probably 3 from 6 now. I think Blackburn are probably all right, especially with their fixtures. So it's 3 from the bottom 6, I think. They'll go down now.
Jeffers. They've not bought either of those strikers on yet, have they?
No,
83 minutes. This is a pretty poor game week in terms of returns. Be very low scoring, I think.
So it's like game week 20 again. Viduka or you stuffed.
Yeah.
Or maybe Phillips. If you had got either of those two and captained them, you're laughing. And if you own both, I'm pretty sure there's no one in the chat that's got both. I think people have been bragging a lot more if they sat there on Viduka and Phillips at the moment. I haven't seen anyone bragging about that in the chat.
No, that's what I mean. I really don't. I would. It might be a few on Phillips, but I wouldn't expect many on Viduka. I think if you team of the week, I presume will be a dead team this week.
Someone's calling me Ryback. Ryback's his arms are about 4 times bigger than mine.
Yeah, we are sleeving it out a little bit in the vest tonight, aren't we?
Definitely not Ryback.
No, he's hench.
Same here.
Nick Treadwell. Yeah, Nick Treadwell doing very well. Viduka captain and Phillips vice.
Oh wow, that's guaranteed game week rank 1, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Even with Man United to go, I don't think anyone's going
to... If he's got Nolan as well.
I don't even think tomorrow night with Man United will claw that back. If someone sat on them two, captain and vice, that's...
Yeah, that's very good. Ryback's arms are bigger than my chest. Feed me more points. Yeah, we all need feed me more points. That's not our doing.
Bilal, can I brag about no return so far? You must have a clean sheet, mate. Surely you've got a clean sheet for someone. That counts as a return in this game.
What have I got? Henry. I think I've got Henry assists.
Oh, no.
Rocco Jr.
Double Chelsea wipeout. Sylvester with the assist. And
that's probably what we want, though, isn't it? I thought we said we wanted a Man United goal.
No, I wanted a Chelsea goal. I ain't got no Man United defenders. That double clean sheet wipeout for me.
I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, that's massive for me. That's gone in. Thierry Henry done. Rufus done. I've literally got Kirkland clean sheet, get Kelly clean sheet and assist, and that's it. This is an awful week.
I told Deck Murphy to get Silvestri and then bottled it and said don't do anything earlier. So
Luke was debating captaining Sylvester. I don't know if he went through with it. He said on Discord it was the boring choice. But I certainly think either today or yesterday, at that moment, his captain was on Sylvester.
Yeah.
That's really all over, getting a fortunate assist in a away game with Chelsea, isn't it? And a clean sheet.
That would have been the sensible option rather than from Hippier to Gardner.
Aaron's got Sylvester vice captain. Andrew, real deal, decided that he was going to get Gardner in over Sylvester. That was his choice, 50-50 toss-up between them two.
Yeah, I looked at that as well, mate. Same boat. Sinking ship. champions rotate next game. I didn't think they could win it this game. I thought it's got to be one more.
Wait for the table to flick round, but I'm pretty sure they're 15. They're 15 clear now with 6 to go. They've got a game in hand, which obviously they'll play tomorrow night. So I think they'll go into Watford 18 ahead with 6 to go with a massively superior goal difference. So it depends if technically they've won the league, right? 18 ahead. If they win tomorrow, 18 ahead with 6 to go.
Yeah.
And the goal difference, they can't really be caught. But it's whether the game's smart enough to know that goal difference wise, they're so dominant. I'm going to assume not. But I think we'll just about be okay for the Watford game, which is a rep game in itself, right? They're home to
and then again, then they blank and then get Ben Muirhead in and do what you want.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll rep anyway, just because Watford are a low rep team.
Yeah, hard to know. Once they win the league, they will rep more, though, won't they?
I've only got one Man United, so I'm not quite in the situation a lot of people will be in. Van Nistelooy will be my only one.
Veron and Chadwick. So they need to come big tomorrow. But they were going to go anyway. I did know they were short.
Yeah, 34 is going to be an absolute hit fest, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's one of them ones where I bought them in and I'm now thinking more about how much Arsenal and Villa have got and how much trouble.
You're in a very awkward spot with Arsenal and Man United.
I'll take them. I'll press save on one of those free hit teams and just deal with it from there. Headman difference again.
I'd love it that week if you scored like 112 minus 48.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Like 54 points or something.
Game isn't smart enough for that. Needs the C against it. Martin, did you put anything against our drinking? Did you put anything else? I don't know if I missed it. Is he scared of the Jaeger bombs, Martin? What are you scared of?
Free kick right on the edge of the box.
We could do a Thatcher's bomb if that makes you feel better, Martin.
I think there's a concern that there won't be Thatchers in the venue.
I'll find it somewhere. Henry handballed it.
Yeah, come on, this ain't World Cup qualifiers, is it?
Yeah.
Can't get away with that in this game. Let's upset the Irish in the chat quickly.
I gotta say they never let that go, do they? I watched that with like a proper Highland fan. He was so unhappy.
Chance for Phillips, one more.
How's the Luke Zayden gin tonight? All good?
Yeah, I quite like it.
Don't.
It's a grower. I'd say the other. He scored again.
Yeah.
Double hat trick for Nick Treadwell on captain and vice. This is what we think made of this.
Why didn't I go Phillips? Said it.
Fair. This could be a first in 3 seasons for that someone's captain and vice captain the 2 hat-trick scorers in the same game week. That's an incredible effort for Nick Treadwell to get that.
I'm pretty sure I ran a poll which said to get him. And it
mental that I haven't got 1 goal in my whole team and Nick Treadwell's got hat-tricks, so he's captain and vice captain. That's...
Yeah, that's...
To be fair, I lied. I have got a goal in my team. Kevin Nolan.
He's not in, is he? I thought he was your bench.
No, he's on the bench, but he's still technically in my team. Don't score, Janssen. Janssen's going to score. Oh, if Janssen scored after I took him out to captain Pedersen, that would have been something. One more chance, it looks like, in the Man City Borough game. To finish, this might be the last.
Come on, Huckabee.
Last action of the week.
Yeah, time's gone. We won't get anything else, will we?
This looks like Watford. What's it called?
Child. Might be a few on him.
No, he'd be benched by most people, I think. Oh, is it the crossbar? I think a lot would have benched him tonight. Not the most attractive game on paper, and it's away.
Yeah, not a good week. We tried to attack it, and it didn't work. You can't call that. Look at those scores.
I had a team full of home players. I've got 1 clean sheet with all my home players, and my captain blanked playing the worst team in the sim.
I guarantee you, not one single person. You could have put lottery money on predicting those scores, and no one would have got there. No chance. Yeah.
Liverpool results
Norwich
fairly
winning.
predictable, isn't it? 1-0 or 2-0. I think most.
Yeah,
people
you'd have your one or two numbers, maybe a tenner back. Villa, you would have said a Villa win. You would have said a Bolton win. I doubt you would have said a Man United win.
Yeah, I don't think you would. Coventry, maybe.
I would have gone again. I went Newcastle. Leeds, you would have, but not by that scoreline. Liverpool, yeah, maybe, but I think most would have gone 2. Man City, Middlesbrough, yeah.
Yeah,
Norwich,
fairly
Arsenal,
predictable,
no.
right?
Sunderland, Leicester, I think most people would have said 3-0. Tottenham, Ipswich, you might have got, but yeah, no.
I'm just gonna quickly have a look at what we. Obviously,
Nick Treadwell got 3 clean sheets too, mate. He's team.
I'm just having a look at our deck from this week to predict the scores. What I went for, so I had Leeds 4-0. I predicted.
Oh wow, yeah, you got your man and ones. They never actually happen, do they?
You don't check, but I had Leeds 4-0. I had Leeds 4-0. Arsenal 3-1. What was that score? They lost, didn't they?
They lost 2-1. Yeah.
I had 0-0. Man City Borough.
Yeah, 1-0.
Liverpool 2-0.
Yeah, 1-0.
Chelsea Man United 1-0.
Yeah, 0-1.
Tottenham 2-1.
Yeah.
Villa 2-0. No. Bolton 3-2. Coventry 1-0.
Yeah.
Sunderland 3-0.
Yeah, so not too bad. Right there.
Two exact scores.
Bonus points are in. Save points, My Hill, Betterton, Melberg with 3, Rufus for 2. That's good for us. Dublin for 2 as well.
Yeah, something off Rufus this week. Nothing for Angel though. Just a flat 2 points for him, was it?
Yeah. Shit.
We got something off him last week. We can't be greedy. He did all right last week, didn't he?
We can always be greedy, Craig. We can always be greedy.
Just have a look at the stats from that game. Villa 7 shots, Blackburn 5. Angel had the most shots, to be fair, but he only had 2.
You get unlucky with it, don't you?
He only had 2 shots, so we can't get that annoyed. Bolton Watford's in.
That was a disappointment, wasn't it?
So 2 save points for Matzidis, 3 bonus points, Chris Lucchetti.
He scored in the semi-final as well. He's on fire.
2 bonus points for Pitts, Dunn, DeVos, Ricketts, Davis, Matzidis, and Vega. Matzidis has got a 10-pointer tonight for Watford.
Yeah. Have you still got him?
You bombed him off then, yeah? I've got Kirkland now.
Yeah.
Eric Pedersen, just 2 shots and no bonus points.
What did the left back get? 7. Yeah.
What a dire night that is for Pedersen.
Why are you not playing Gardner? Why?
Maybe Nicky Saville was better defensively, and he was a bit worried about the counter attack from Joe Tessam.
I mean, I can't remember who the Bolton manager is, but they need to go. Misusing Pedersen, he should be up front as well.
It was a bad game for actually. To be fair, Bolton did have 13 shots, so it wasn't too bad. Game is in Chelsea Man United, no save points, shows how few shots there were. Man of the match, Roque Jr., 3 bonus points for the goal. John Terry, 2 bonus, 1 bonus for Desai, Sylvester, Ronnie Johnson. So all the bonus points for defenders, 5 defenders all in the bonus.
Yeah, I did say stick on Chelsea. They'll get bonus.
Chelsea did not have 1 shot in the whole game.
Fucking hell. No
shots and 4 shots, 1 on target for Man United. So that whole game had 1 shot on target and it went in, and it was Roque Jr. That's really abysmal, wasn't it?
What was the data on that? 1.55, 0.95. Yeah, disappointment.
Actually had 1 shot on target in the whole game.
That's what happens, doesn't it? Late on those seasons. Right, what am I drinking now?
We've got some comms going through here just to rub it in. Kevin Nolan's going to score again. Coventry 1, Newcastle 0. 2 save points for Headman to go with his clean sheet, and 2 bonus points for Headman to go with his clean sheet. So he's got 10 points as well without Matzidis.
I hate Headman. I hate him.
Given with 1 bonus point, somehow a man in the match is Alan Shearer, despite being his team losing 1-0. And then 1 bonus point for Matthias, Walker, Bet, and Powell. To be fair to Shearer, he had 6 shots, 4 on target tonight. In that game.
Did you go Headman at the start of the season?
No, never. I had that Matzidis.
I went bloody Serene. What?
Oh yeah, I had Sereni and that Madzidis to start, both 4.5s.
I'm drinking Jaeger and Coke now, by the way.
Bad night for Newcastle. 13 shots, 8 on target, but they couldn't score. Kirkland might catch the other two. I don't think he's going to get save and bonus points the same way them have. But
Walker got another point as well.
Is a trivia question for you, Andrew. Do you reckon got man of the match in the Leeds game?
Not Robbie Keane.
No, he got one bonus point. I'll give it. It was Mark Viduka that got man of the match.
I thought you were playing it the other way.
So 1 save point each for Robinson and Eleutheropoulos.
Yeah.
Viduka man of the match. 2 bonus Gary Kelly. So 11 pointer is that?
Good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's
1 bonus for Robinson, Dewberry, Woodgate, Bowyer, Robbie Keane, and Ian Hart. So clean sweep for Leeds.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to do me the other way there, mate. I was like,
No, I was being sarcastic. Has anyone ever scored a man of the match and not got a hat trick and not got man of the match?
Maybe not.
5 shots, 5 on target for Leeds, for Viduka tonight. So he actually had less shots than Alan Shearer, Viduka.
I'm just checking the chat. Yeah, Martin, I did just mean pissed. Yes, love it. Yeah, Martin, I'll get you slosh, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Liverpool 1, Bradford 0, 2 save points for our Fexad. I thought he might have got more than that, to be fair. Man of the match, Gunnarsson. Another one on my bench.
So this is
why Nolan.
This is why I shouldn't do a tips page, because that Deck Murphy he had Gunnarsson on his bench, and
he was third sub all day of the week for me. But
Terry was second bench, and I was like, why have you not got Terry first bench?
He got 2 bonus points, to be fair, but yeah, Gunnarsson man of the match.
It's not free though, is it?
2 bonus points for Vignal, Risa, Fowler, Partridge, and our Fexad. So good night for Partridge. Goal and a 2 bonus. Our Fexad, not bad if you got him. I know David Gills has commented on him before, but 2 save points, 2 bonus points. Only let him 1. Steady night. He's going to end up with the same points as Kirkland, isn't he?
Yep. It's not bad, is it?
Man City 1, Middlesbrough 1. Yeah, Oncho's got some bonus points. Of course he has. Kudicini with 2 save points.
Did you get him? Did AJ come on?
I don't think so. We'll find out in a minute. 1 shot man of the match. Quite a lot of people with 2 boners here. McNamara, Jermaine Wright, Flitcroft, Tiato, Kudicini, Honcho, Southgate, and Earnshaw, all with man of the match.
2 boners, did you say? That's a lot of.
Yeah, lots with 2 boners. Lots of 8s in that game, average rating. One chop got a 9 for man of the match. I should have got Southgate over Rufus last week. I fucked up with that one.
Huckabee, what a shit house.
Borough defenders. I think that could be the running. I know everyone's doubled up on Chelsea over the season, but I think doubling up on the 2 Middlesbrough boys at the end is quite appealing. Get Oncho and Southgate for the running.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Here we go. Norwich 2, Arsenal 1. Only 1 save point for Marshall. Nolan, man of the match. 2 goals and 3 bonus for Kevin Nolan on the bench.
Yeah, it's painful, isn't it?
Sean Dyche with 2 bonus and Thierry Henry with 2 bonus.
So that's okay.
Yeah, Johnson didn't come on, so I got my Oncho 3-pointer off the bench.
Omri captain will be all right then.
To be fair, he had 1 shot tonight and he was off target, and he's got an average rating of 9 for that contribution.
I'll take that.
I don't quite know what he competed tonight, Thierry Henry, for 22 headers. That might be the highest I've seen for headers. And he won 5 of them.
Would he get more than 12? I think he will. So it might have been better off than Gardner playing with a blank.
22 headers, 5-1. I reckon maybe he was competing against Dyche for all these headers. Maybe Dyche in DM. Then Sunderland 4, Leicester 0, 1 save point, Ian Walker. Phillips man of the match, as you would expect. 2 bonus for McCartney, Tome, and Gavin McCann.
Yeah, so I would have done all right on my free hit with them. I would have had Tome.
Same as Viduka for Phillips. 5 shots, 5 on target. So they matched each other like perfectly. Both of them exactly the same. So Shearer had 6 shots though, so he's the highest this week.
It's a good result. So they've beaten them 3-0, 3-0, 4-0.
It wasn't as one-sided as you think in terms. Well, it's fairly one-sided, but 10 shots, 9 on target for Sunderland. Leicester had 5 shots.
What do you reckon tomorrow? Leicester get spanked by United.
I predicted 1-0 for that game.
It has been recently.
I don't know what team Leicester are going to put out. Say Branston and Heath are not a good centre-back pairing. That could be bad news if it's them. Is this the last one? Tottenham Ipswich. 1 save point for Pullen. 3 bonus for Ledley King. So he should have been sent off and then went on to score and get 3 bonus points, having avoided what looked like a blatant red card. Bunchachevic and Rebroff with 2 bonus. Tottenham did just slightly shade that game.
Yeah, Fugelstad. I was right to bench him, but expected Gardner to play.
A lot of bookings for Ipswich in that game as well.
Yeah, I don't know how many are close to it. We'll see that on Sunday, I suppose.
For the bookings?
Yeah, I don't think it's reset yet. I think there's, apart from Ashley Cole did this weird thing where he got booked and didn't get a suspension, and then everyone else has been fine. Everyone else is still on the borderline, basically. Did you see what happened with him?
Yeah, the game kind of confused itself, didn't it?
I think so. Panda didn't know what was going on, so we'll let it slide.
I think that's it. So we'll just wait for team of the week. I'm sure we can work out. Well, I don't know who gets the bragging rights in goal between Atmatzidis and Hedman. I think they both got 10. And you can't have 2.
Yeah, that'd be close. Obviously, you Viduka, you Phillips, Nolan,
Partridge. I think will get in.
Rocker Junior. No,
and
Silvestri.
Yeah, both of them 2 could get in.
Gary Kelly.
Yeah.
Who else? Look at our teams, Craig. They're shit.
On paper this week, they look quite good for me, but
yeah, lots of home games.
I'm not my captains. Not only have too many, I've had far too many captain fouls. Like loads of times it's happened, but my captains ain't even been getting bonus points. I've captained the home player every week, and more often than not, it's been a striker. And not only are they not scoring, they're getting 2 points far too often, my strikers. And those little, when they get 2 bonus points when they don't do anything, they get 4 instead of 2. It adds up, doesn't it, if it happens over multiple weeks?
Yeah, they do. It's people like Shearer just getting it out of nowhere tonight. What's we got in the chat? No, 65, but 12 to come off. 58 minus 4.
Just waiting for team of the week now. It's not.
Oh yeah, no team of the week. It's the game tomorrow.
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Yeah.
So maybe they didn't make one after game week the first night, just in case they.
They fucked up. Yeah, they fucked up like they did before, didn't they?
Cool. Well, we're done. Our job is done for another week. There's Man United, 15 points. They win tomorrow, 18 ahead with 6 to go with a superior goal difference. So.
Cheers. Right, again, Craig, pleasure to be on with you, mate. Good chat. Sorry we didn't really read out many of the comms, but there's different ways of doing it, isn't there? This is what we did.
It's strange as well. We had a pretty dead second half, and still we didn't manage to read out the comms, or I missed after the goals as well. So,
mate, I had a great time and just had a laugh. didn't notice what was going on. My team was doing shit. Just have a good time.
Nice one.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow night. Just to reiterate, it is taking place tomorrow night, normal time on Twitter. So teams, I think it's 7:30 as normal. Kickoff 8:30. Obviously only the one game, Leicester Man United, but that'll be on Twitter tomorrow. I'm sure we'll get the preview stream weekend/Monday for game week 33. Manon will be out Monday for game week 33 for the Sims.
My data will be out whenever the Manon's one out. When I can copy it after that.
And I think the above average guys might be your hosts next week from memory. It might be the week after. I might have that wrong, but I think it's next week.
They're on at some time. I can't remember.
Yeah. So, cheers, everyone.